Okay. And yeah.
We're live. Audacity too. Now we're good to go?
Yep.
Awesome. Cool. Okay, everybody. Welcome to Glovedrop. We're here today with two special guests. Let me talk normal for a second. Fuck. We have Ryan Goguen with us. And then Alderic Keith. Okay, and so you came up with a name yet, or what are you going to go by?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I guess I'll just
You
go
should
by...
get close to the mic or bring the mic close to you.
I guess I'll probably just go just by my first name's Matt.
Okay.
I think that's fine. That's good. The Matt behind the scenes, or just the behind
We're
the
talking about like a
scenes
superhero theme for him, maybe like, you know, no name, a mask or something for him.
It's like Wilson from Home Improvement, right? Where like you only ever see the top of his face. Yeah. Something like that.
Okay. So one of the reasons why I wanted to have Ryan on the podcast is Ryan was supposed to fight November the 4th for Nova Kickboxing. And maybe you could tell us what happened. Because I already talked about it a lot. Okay, go ahead.
It didn't happen. Yeah. First off, is this okay right here? Should I put this closer? Or is
Oh, it's fine.
yeah, we went up, we prepared, I did my whole camp. I made weight after they changed the weight on me. And then we weighed in.
So what was the original weight category then for you?
So we signed up for 185. That was the agreed weight for the bout. And it was against Nathan Parsons from Clinch. I'm from Spitfire Muay Thai. And yeah, made 185. That was the agreed upon weight. So 9 days away from the fight, I got a message, from the promoter saying that there was a mistake on their part, that they totally know that it was their fault. Even though it's an unprofessional mistake, they were really professional about trying to fix it. But anyway, they just said, yeah, we need you to cut more weight. And I was like, can I swear on this?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I told him, I said, fuck that. I'm not going to eat a burger. I ain't.
We're
no.
drinking and yeah.
Fuck that. No, seriously, I was like, no, man. Like, I don't. You gotta be kidding me. I gotta fight. Like, I can't make 170 that quick. And then he was like, no. You don't need to make 170. He's like 176.5 right now. The only reason we need you to make it is we by mistake sent him a contract for 170 and you a contract for 185. Totally our bad. Super sorry. And I was like, well, I can't make 170 that quick. He's like, can you at least make 180? Like, we can get him up to 180. And even if you're 183, like, I'm sure we can figure it out. And I was like, I agreed to that. I said, fine, I'll do 180. And then, yeah, I made the weight. And we did a weigh-in. And then a couple hours before the fight, I was pulled aside and informed that he wasn't cleared to fight because he had injured his knee. And the doctor found out or something. And then after that, he came up to me and apologized for pulling himself. So then it came out that the doctor didn't pull him. It was just him. And then they had to apologize for telling me that it was a doctor. It was this big long mess. But anyway, he pulled out of the fight. And yeah, it sucked. It fucking sucked. I was pissed that night.
Yes.
You interviewed me. That's probably better than that one didn't get aired.
Well,
yeah.
and you drove 2.5 hours.
Yeah, I drove 2.5 hours. I had a lot of sponsors. Sponsors came up to watch me. He came up with me.
Who were the sponsors? Maybe you can give them a shout out so they can get a little bit of love.
Ultimax Courier and the Monkey Drivers in there. Guerrilla Warwear, Arc Industries. They do motorcycles, welding, fabrication, all that. T. Murray Holdings. Guru Nutrition. All my supplements and stuff. And blanking right now. I just got a new one. N&D Excavating. They weren't with me the last one, but they're gonna be with me for this one. And just trying to picture my shorts with it right now. I'm sure I'm missing somebody.
The guys that did your shorts.
Oh, embroidery guys, yeah, the guys that are making it happen for me. Jeez, thanks, Al. You're looking to sponsor somebody else. No, but seriously, yeah. They've been awesome. Can't believe we're at them. Anyway, yeah. So they all came out and or they were streaming, however they were doing it. I got tons of messages of support leading up to it. I sold tables, all that stuff. The promoter made good on that, by the way. He reimbursed all the ticket sales that I did, so I was super solid on his part. That actually kept me intrigued with their
Promotion?
the promotion. And definitely, he told me right up, he's like, I don't want this to reflect my company, like, it's unfortunate what happened, but this is not something, that we wanted to happen or we would condone or anything like that. Like, Nathan gets suspended, he's supposed to fight next weekend, and he's not.
See, that's cool.
They told me, even his coach said.
Especially when it's different provinces and different commissions, right? So
Yeah.
they don't have to.
Yeah. I think his coach was the one that was solid on that.
Yeah.
He said, Nathan's not fighting in December. This is ridiculous. I pulled him from that one as well. And you won't see him on, and then the promoter was like, Ryan Staples was like, you won't see him in Nova Kickboxing for at least 6 months, I promise you that. And I said, he doesn't need to be suspended, just he needs to fight me before. But then after talking,
What makes sense?
yeah.
Too injured to fight. How can you be good enough to fight 3 weeks later? You know what I mean?
And somehow we call that.
Yeah.
We cut that weight too. Yeah.
So you're fighting on December the 9th in Ferriton.
Yep.
Who's the opponent?
Justin Saunders, the Roadrunner, I guess is his nickname. I just found that out today.
So, do you know anything about him? What's your thoughts?
Judging by his nickname, he's going to be running. No, I'm just kidding. No.
Or you're just doing you?
Yeah. No, he. Hopefully, he doesn't make me the coyote. He never catches him. No, I know that he's got an extensive karate background, and that's basically all I do know. I mean, with Nathan, I kind of had an idea what to expect. I don't know what to expect about this guy. I know I expect for him to show up and to fight because he's.
Does he
that's
fight?
Saunders. I think it's Saunders. I don't think he has a rank. This is his debut.
Does he
for
fight out of
Evolution? Yeah, Andy's his
80s?
coach.
I was going to ask.
And he's been training there for 4 or 5 years straight doing kickboxing away from the karate, which I'm sure is still part of the game. But I imagine that he's going to be a lot more game than the other guy.
This is his first amateur fight?
Yeah.
And this is your first?
This is my first, legal fight. Amateur fight, yeah.
Okay.
But, yeah, I don't think that he's not good. I don't think I'll have to go through that again, what just happened.
So how long have you been training then?
On and off for, I don't know, what would you say, 4 or 5 years now?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, at least 5 years then, probably.
So what made you get into it?
Fighting. Pretty much. Fighting the wrong way. Just basically hanging around bad people, doing bad things, and then met a woman that put me on the right track. And having this guy, he's my uncle, by the way. He's not just a trainer or a coach, he's also my uncle. And a bad dude, too. A bad motherfucker. And yeah, he was doing it the right way. He used to do it the wrong way, too. But because he was doing it the right way, it's kind of like he was narrowing out a path. It was like, oh shit, he's doing such good at that. Maybe I should try this. And I always wanted to do it, and I always talked about it. Never really followed through. Like, yeah, I'm gonna come to training on Monday. You wait, and then I'd be at the bars doing it. And then my wife basically gave me an ultimatum. I was getting in a lot of trouble with a lot of different things, and she said, "This isn't gonna work. I don't want to be with somebody who's getting into street fights and hanging with the wrong people and doing all this other stuff. Just go do it the right way, and everything's cool." And then fell in love with Muay Thai, and been there ever since.
So you just train just Muay Thai?
Just Muay Thai kickboxing. I mean, when we spar, there's a lot of grappling and stuff that happens too. I mean, I think I can hold my own, but no, there's nothing extensive. I'm not going to go jump into jiu-jitsu match or anything like that right now. I'd love to get some training in it.
So Alderic, you have a pretty good career in MMA, eh?
Yeah. So far, so good. Trying to.
So what's your record?
9-4.
Nice. And then, what's your kickboxing record? Do you have
Actually,
one?
no. All I've done straight pro MMA. When I started, there wasn't even any amateur around here, so I had to go straight to the pro, and that's pretty much the only thing I've done. Thinking about maybe doing some kickboxing or Muay Thai fights.
Well, it's just funny because, don't you mainly train there?
Yeah. Spitfire is my main one. Then I also I get jiu-jitsu in for 4 fights at Victory Jiu-Jitsu too.
Okay.
And then I also go out to TriStar Montreal before fights.
Nice.
Yeah.
Weren't you just up there, maybe a month or 2 ago?
Yeah, I was up there, about a month and a half ago. I just went up there just to get some extra training and try to improve some. And
Okay.
I wasn't on the November card. I wanted to. I let them know 3 months.
For Elite 1?
Yeah, for Elite 1, I let them know 3 months prior that I wanted on the card, and it never worked out. So decided still to go in and get some training in, and I was hoping for the January card, and then that didn't work out either.
So were you in talks with them for that card? And
Yeah, we hadn't worked out an opponent yet.
You were the co-main event though, set up to be here or no?
Well, if something had have happened, I most likely would have been. But yeah, they didn't have an opponent or anything, so they were trying to find someone. They did at first have apparently a guy named Jared Busmaker or Boozemaker or something like that.
Okay.
He's 7-4. He just won the welterweight title for King of the Cage this year. So hopefully, they said he got injured. So if that's the case, hopefully that fight can still happen.
Because your record's all pro, right?
Yeah, exactly. All pro. So.
Nice. So, what promotion do you like better?
Oh, shit.
If you don't want to answer it, you don't want to answer, you can just go away. But you're the only person I had so far that fought for both. And okay, I'm going to say this right now though. Jack, I find that their presentation is better than Elite One.
It's a really nice show, though.
It really is.
Yeah,
So,
they're both good.
but in the back though, you don't have
Yeah, I hear you there. Like
because the casino you have it's shitty how they have the back.
yeah, well, it is. If you're the main or co-main event, it's actually not too bad. You have your own room for Elite One. But I really do like Elite One show. Like both of them are A+ shows, I'd say for sure. Like
Okay.
Alderic, especially when I fought for Alderic, it was their first MMA event, and they knocked it out of the park. They did great. When I fought for Alderic, I'd say maybe it was a little bit less hassle. I've been having, like I said, it's going on probably 5 months now. I've been trying to work with Elite One to try to get a fight, and I haven't gotten one yet. So with Alderic, they had a bunch of options for me. So I'd say show-wise, they were both pretty even on par, because they're both A+. I'd say just lately with getting, being able to work with a promotion to get a fight based on the last time with Alderic, I'd say maybe Alderic right now. A little bit ahead on that one.
Because do you think that any of them is going to go in the Nova Scotia region? I'm so very surprised that Elite One, because they've been around for 10 years, so they should have been the first one to go over there when they could, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure right now Alderic is content with having Fredericton.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least from the times, I'm not saying that they won't. Like I said, I haven't talked to them.
But as a fighter, would you love to be able to fight in New Brunswick, Halifax, and everything for one promotion?
Oh, for sure, yeah, 100%. Well,
same as you.
Yeah, man.
Even me, I
don't know if you want to do MMA
Absolutely,
or not.
yes.
I'd love it. Like I said, I'm not even just about one promotion. If there could be an Elite One fight, just we'll say friggin' April, and then there's an Alderic one 4 to 5 weeks before or after, fuck, I try to get on both of them as long as there's no suspensions. I'm not gonna just pick one company kind of thing. I wanna.
It's too early in you guys' career to do that anyway.
Yeah,
right?
if I'm gonna do that, it's gonna be with the UFC or fucking
Bellator.
Yeah, Bellator, something
But you know what?
like
The
that.
casino venue
One
for
FC?
Elite One is.
Yeah, the
Casino
casino venue is A1.
Yeah.
But Alderic did do a beautiful
promotion
job
value.
pulling it off in a bigger venue and it not being a casino. But yeah, no, that's what I mean. Elite One, when they do have it at the casino and stuff, it's.
Well, I find the back of the casino.
Yeah, that's
more,
what I mean.
I finally been in the backstage and I'm like,
Yeah.
So the fighters, I mean.
Oh, for the fighters, it sucks.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Unless if you're, like I say, if you're the co-main or main event, then you're fine. But like I said, there was plenty of times when I was in the back, and yeah, you got a small little area, and you got 4 or 5 guys with you in there, yeah, it can be rough, but.
And you can hear the other person there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Have you ever seen it?
Oh yeah, well I've never in the back, no, but
I know.
that's why I said it was good because I'm just taking in the promotional aspect. But like you said, Alderic, man, I was blown away at their first MMA show that you're on. I was.
Yeah.
I was
You weren't
expecting
on the
to
second
go
one?
dome shows.
No.
Okay.
I had planned a family vacation or whatever, and with the way that it had worked out, it didn't leave me enough time in camp to get down to the 175 that I wanted to or whatever. So I could have, but I didn't want to be dieting on the vacation with the family and stuff. So
Okay.
took some family time, and then that's why I figured I wanted to get, because Elite One was having one in November. So
Yep.
that gave me enough time. It was just, like I said, just a couple weeks off what I would have liked. So I thought I had an opponent or whatever, and changed a couple. Well, in talks with a couple people, and then nothing ever pulled through. So wasn't on the November card, and then we were in talks with January, and
I was shocked that January got canceled.
Yeah.
I wasn't. Yeah, it took me by surprise.
Yeah. The Elite one usually doesn't cancel events. The only other one I can think of is the one with Buddy when I was supposed to fight him. He was 23 pounds.
That was.
I heard about that.
But even
that was a couple years ago, right?
Yeah, that was.
Or was it recent?
That was last October. So yeah, a year ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
That's what happened there. Just.
Fucking showed up 23 pounds.
Is that Chris?
Chris Lee, yeah.
The one that.
They pulled him back for another title fight, and then he missed weight by like 6 pounds. But like, since he fucked up by so bad before, like made it look like it wasn't that bad at least. But yeah, 23. But like that's got to be a record, I'd say. In MMA, I don't think anyone's ever missed.
That
weight
like
by
seems
more.
like fucking.
And did you fight him anyway?
No, well, it's not even legal by the commission.
Okay, I was gonna
like,
say.
Yeah, like also like I spoke with like my trainers, like Tony, and then I've got a Muay Thai instructor up in Montreal, Peter and stuff. I spoke with them. It's just like it's stupid. Like 23 pounds, like I fight at 170 and 185. This guy comes in at he was heavyweight. To a middleweight fight, showed up heavyweight. Like, what the fuck? Like really?
Holy shit.
Yeah.
You were pissed at that weigh-in.
Oh yeah, I was mad. Like there's video of the weigh-ins, and yeah, I told him. Like I said, it was just. But yeah, even the commission was like, yeah, if you come up, or like I weighed in, I was 185 around the button, and yeah.
Was he training at like with?
No, he wasn't out there yet.
Okay.
And then yeah, he went out there I think afterwards. And then yeah, we fought Christian. I think he was like 6 pounds over or something like that.
Yeah, but he fought 2 weeks before that.
Yeah, 205. Like what the fuck? Obviously he's not gonna make.
Yeah,
like,
well, and he wasn't supposed to fight. I guess like he lost, whatever. Like.
No, he won the fight.
Did he win?
Yeah.
Well, something about he wasn't supposed to fight.
Oh yeah.
Well, you would think just fighting like that, you probably pick up at least.
Well, yeah. Sometimes you get like well, a guy from our club fought on that Halifax card. He went all 3 rounds and he got a 30-day suspension or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't even get dropped.
You didn't even get dropped or nothing.
I mean, it was like.
But it goes on the commission too. Some commissions are probably more slack than others, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, fuck, look at Bisbee too. That fight that just happened. Like he just
got
choked out with George and.
Well, he got dropped and then choked.
Yeah, dropped, then choked, and then what was it, like 3 weeks later?
Yeah, they let him go and take another.
Or how long has that been?
I don't know. I think it was 2 weeks now, wasn't it? Didn't he just
I don't know, like 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, wasn't that like 12 days or something?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's a quick turnaround.
That is.
No, that was awesome though. I put money down on Bisping though.
Yeah, did you? I was going for Bisping.
I thought for sure. I was like, he can pull it off. He beat fucking.
What a trooper just stepping
Luke.
up doing that. Yeah. Hey, he beat Luke Rockhold. You're right.
Yeah, so I was like, no way expected that.
Yeah.
Was that you pulling up?
Oh, I'm just like pretty much pulling up stuff that you guys talk about just in case.
Okay.
Just in case
I didn't
you
see
wanna,
no pictures.
You, know,
You want to pull up the UFC card that's happening?
Yeah, it's this one right here, right?
Yeah.
Speaking of Bisping, if you look at the guys that he's beaten, I mean, some fights I don't think he actually won, but dude, he's beaten like Dan Anderson Silva, like he's got a big Luke Rockhold.
I got to see him live in Quebec City.
Wow.
I was happy to see him.
Yeah, that's sweet. Was he fighting or you just met him?
No. I didn't get to meet him. I saw him fight against Tim Kennedy.
Tim Kennedy?
Yeah.
Did he win that fight?
No.
I was gonna say that's another killer. If you beat that guy, like Tim Kennedy is ruthless.
Yeah, I was going for him though.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I got to meet Dana White that night. Jai Hall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet. Who's your favorite fighter? You got one? Ever? They don't need to be active.
Oh, fucking not anymore. I like too many of them.
Too many of them?
I go for them all. Like, I have a Clay Guida tattoo, so he should be my number one.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Sweet.
I even got a Joe Rogan one
Clay
here.
Guida, man, travels around in an RV like a badass.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Man, jean shorts, like.
He was the man back in the day, like when he was fucking jumping around, his head bobbing.
Yeah, his hair just going his punching.
Now, when he went down like on the ground game, always like George St. Pierre, I'm like, no.
He's on the rise again though. Now he's with Alpha Male, and he just won his. Didn't he just?
Yeah, he did
first
awesome.
round or something
yeah.
too, didn't he? Yeah.
He looked good against shit.
I can't think of it either.
Joe Lozon.
I was gonna say I wanted to say Joe Lozon, but I don't think that was that the fight.
Yeah.
The one that just happened, or
yeah.
Loz? Okay.
Just happened.
Yeah. Shit.
No, that was a good one.
It was.
Then Matt, oh no, what's his name? Pettis. I'm glad that he went back up to 155.
You like him? Man.
I like some of the shit he does, but I'm glad that he's at 155 better than 145. He looked bad.
Yeah, not well.
Why, you like him? No?
No, but, well, I shouldn't say I don't know him personally, but like I love his fighting style. When we were in Vegas, like I said, me and my wife, she was my girlfriend at the time, we get to go party with a bunch of the fighters and stuff like all night. It was awesome. Bigfoot solos, buy me drinks. It was way you're my favorite. All those guys were there. Anyway, I went to go take a piss. Martin Campman was at a urinal. Anthony Pettis was at a urinal, and I was at a urinal, and I was in between them. And Martin Campman was like, "Hey man, it was Lyoto Machida just fought Chris Weidman for the main event," and he was like, "That was a good fight, eh? Weidman Machida." And Pettis was just like texting or something, and he ignored him. And Campman was like, "Hey, I'm talking to you." And he goes, "Yeah, what do you want me to say?" "Oh, it was so good, Martin. It was so good." Like, fuck. And he looked down. I was like, "Oh shit." And then I forget what he said. He gave me like I was like, "Oh man, you're the man." I don't know, like just being a fanboy basically. And he just brushed me off like, but I mean, I guess he probably gets it all the time. But I just still like the way he was just, I don't know, he just came off so. And then like when they're taking pictures, there are people like swarming in the halls, and I get that he's got his own shit to handle. But he's like texting, and they're like, "Can I get a picture?" He's like, "Hurry, 2 seconds, go. Hurry, two, go. 2 seconds, hurry, go." So I was just like, damn. But he was the champ at the time too, so.
Pettis.
I'm sure, yeah. So I'm sure he dealt with that. Like, I'm sure Fuzzy, I wouldn't know.
Yeah, but I don't know. I was listening to TJ Grant, right? Remember him?
Yeah.
So he was talking about a time that he was in an airport and Stone Cold Steve Austin just shrugged him off, and he was like, "I would never forget that." He's like, "I would never ever be the type of person like that."
Yeah, that's it.
So,
That's it.
you know,
No,
people
exactly,
do remember
like,
things like
yeah.
that.
Like
So
when we met Vanderlei Silva, literally, it was like sitting here with you. He's like picking his nose. "We want to train, we come train, man." It was good, it was good. Like, he's awesome. He's super nice. Like, it's like the total, just polar opposite of.
Well, it's not like you can be a great fighter and they'll get you so far, but like, look at Conor McGregor. He's where he's at because he has that fan base. He has like people
Yeah.
like follow. So you want to build your fans. You don't want to just be like, "Oh no, I'm in the UFC now. I'm too good." Like,
pull up Conor McGregor's Instagram. Have you seen that?
That mob
No.
stuff? The mob?
Oh, I heard about that. Yeah.
Holy fuck!
Come get me. Come get me.
Holy shit!
Oh, yeah, I
He
didn't
puts
hear
on
about
the
that.
suit.
Oh yeah, he comes out of court, he's in his like tracksuit or whatever, and he's like hiding his face, gets in his car and rolls his window. Come get me.
He got in a fight at a bar.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, and well, and it has something to do with this.
He's a
Yeah,
wild guy.
it was like some mobster or something like that.
Yeah,
They
they-
had connections, but I didn't see the video of him doing "Come Get Me" or whatever.
Do you want to go up?
I read that one of the guys that he hits father is like a
Um,
little hitman for that game. That's what it's.
If there's like an Instagram story or something like that, you can only view that
View
on
it,
the actual app.
Yeah.
You know,
And
I don't think
on
it's a
your phone.
story. Just
That one right there, that's a picture of right before he does it.
Yeah, did he
no,
delete it?
literally, he gets in that car, and then he rolls the window down and goes, "Come get me!" And then one of the Yukons or whatever's behind him, like security's like speeds behind him, like trying to catch him. Yeah, that's funny.
I don't think you can. Oh, yeah, maybe you can be able to.
Boom, right there.
Is it?
It might be, yeah, that's it, but it might just be a photo.
No.
Yeah, that's it. He only says it once he gets in the car. Right?
So you know why he went to court for?
Slick looking suit though. Is that from the Bellator thing?
No, speeding
okay.
ticket.
What? Is that what it was?
So
Speeds out of there.
he went and he paid. He was found guilty for a speeding ticket. So he comes out like it's a big thing.
Yeah, really milking it.
Yeah.
He's smart though.
And then he gets in there and then he says that shit because it's like to the mob, like he gotta keep his name relevant, right?
Yeah.
Because who gives a fuck about a parking ticket?
Yeah.
I got the one I got paid in Quebec too.
It's interesting how he makes even such a small event appear so huge.
Because like any professional, like
Yeah.
wrestling, they say one thing: be yourself, and then amp it up to 11. He does that.
Yeah.
He does it so good. And fighting anyway.
Well,
for sure.
If you look at anybody who's really the personality who use their personality to be famous, like Muhammad Ali, he was
Yeah.
always that person outside of the ring. If
Yeah.
you're that person outside of the ring and you're 24/7, people are drawn to it. It's when you're acting like it's only for 8 hours, so it's your job. You're acting like a personality for 8 hours, and then
That's
for the
where it's
rest of the
coming out
time.
right now. problems because everybody's seeing this and you're like, shit, well, maybe I gotta do this.
So that's people.
Then there's a lot of fake coming out of it.
Yeah, because they're not
real
living
ones,
that.
yeah, they're like people
Like
like
that's
that.
in like, if I got a problem with someone, I'll say it, or
Yeah.
like I don't jump around, or if I call things how it is, but I'm not gonna just like some guys now they try to make it so there's beef just because they want that, like,
Yeah.
and then that's how it comes off as fake sometimes. Like you see guys because the whole Conor McGregor, like they know it sells, so
It's a
people are
ripple
trying to be
effect,
like
yeah.
that.
Yep.
But it's like just let it happen. Like if I don't know, some guys try too hard at it.
A lot lately.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I find with this whole like since I've been doing this podcast and I've been having a lot of the amateur fighters here more than the pro here, I've been stopping, I've been thinking, and I'm like, this is fucking hilarious. You're because I did amateur boxing. My dad was a big coach, like with Ray Guerrero on and film and stuff. My dad, I don't know if you knew who Albert Napper was and all that, but back in the 90s and stuff, my dad had a boxing club.
Okay.
He did it for about 25 years. And for 9 years I boxed, amateur. And like every 3 weeks you go and you box.
Yeah.
Like, there's no like, I had one guy fucking work for me. He's like, I have to train 3 times a day, and I gotta do this and I gotta do that. And I'm like, you're amateur. Like, you're not getting paid like who could like, well, work fucking 40 hours a week and fucking take care of your kid and be a man and be a fucking real fucking, not a deadbeat dad.
Yeah, I guess.
And then to worry about fighting, amateur fight, whatever, right? That's why I think I was like laughing. Well, hopefully, Elite One or LJAC, I don't know if they're worried about too much about money, but they should start having more like full events for pro. I think they're just all the fighters here are just for the amateur. They think they're all that in a bag of chips, and it's like, and they're not pushing. I don't know if they don't have enough good fighters to push it, but
Yeah, well, I think like
or have two
especially
leagues.
LJAC's their first card they had a lot more pro fights. Their second card there was a little bit more amateurs. But I think another reason why too is because both of them are having their events, and it's not necessarily one or the other that I'm saying it, but like you're having both events so close, so it's dividing the fighters. Do you know what I mean? Whereas if there was like a month to 2 months, a month to a month and a half in between,
You share
like
the
even
roster.
4 weeks.
They can share the fighters.
Yeah, you can share the roster. Like I said, if I didn't get a 30-day suspension, if I fought on one, I'd fight on the next one. Like, fuck, I want to try to stay active. Like when I first started fighting, I had my first three pro fights in 5 months.
Okay.
Like back before the first like suspension and all that happened, like
2013 and 14, eh?
yeah, like things were going good. Like you'd have guys pull out like at weigh-ins, and then they'd have a replacement fight. Now
Oh,
you get
shit.
yeah, like there's been times that happened, like, and now you get a guy pull out sometimes like 3 weeks out, 4 weeks out, and
Still can't get nobody.
you can't get nobody. Because I try to get on. I let them know 12 weeks before the November card. I messaged Elite One. I said, just so you know, I'm looking for a fight. Like, let me know what you got. And there was one guy apparently that said that he'd fight me. He was fighting like if he won his fight, didn't get injured, and all of a sudden he said he didn't want to fight that quick. That's what I was told. Anyways.
Okay.
And then they asked a couple other guys, and they said no. So then that fight didn't happen, and then in between, before the show happened, that's when that Jared Abusemaker, his name came up. So hopefully that fight will happen. But
That's one that was having for the 13th,
yeah,
right?
for the 13th, but then he got injured. But yeah, if they could have it, so like I said, like they're not so close together, you wouldn't have that. I don't think there would be as many as amateur fights. But also too, you got to think you don't have to pay amateurs. So I think.
Well, and that's like, that's why I'm like, you fighters don't have to speak at all. That's what I'm saying. I think it's kind of dirty in two ways, because like I know before I started getting into like the local MMA, and that's only MMA, I talked shit about it here. I really did. I've been to 6 UFC events now.
Okay.
I got Joe Rogan, Dana White, Clay Guida, UFC. I'm fucking obsessed with that shit. And what I find here is, if you look, and maybe now with more people calling everybody out, they have to advertise. Like, if it would have been really cool, they would have advertised more about having amateur belts for their last promotion and really pushing the amateur scene and giving them like. That's not heard of all the time, having like all these belts for amateurs.
Yeah.
But they don't. They push as making it seem like there's going to be 4 or 5, or what was it, 3 or 4 belts on the line.
Yeah, and they were all yeah.
Yeah, so you think that there's going to be 3 belts on the line, but only one's pro and the rest are all amateurs.
Yeah.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
So I just things like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I look at that and I'm like, because you only have 2, you're only paying 2, and the rest you don't have to pay.
Exactly. Yeah.
So well, sorry, you pay 4. You pay
2 fights.
2 fights.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, shit.
and then if you look at
that way.
okay, now look
I
how
get what
many.
you're saying now. You're saying for the fighters, why would you do amateur? What?
Oh yeah, I'm talking just for the fighters.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm
Why the fuck would you
I'm
do
just.
amateur and
well,
not get paid? I get what you're saying.
That's what I told everybody. I'm like, don't even fight like Bakri. He had no amateur fight. He fought his first fight for ACB. And boom, his second fight, he's fighting next week on Friday for the belt for TKO on Fight Pass.
Yeah.
He never fought any amateur.
For around here though, like I'm pretty sure, but man, it's so loose actually on the amateurs. They say you have to start out amateur, but there's been guys that like
Who? Where? Like who says that? Like
commission and stuff.
look at Bakri. He like in New Brunswick. You mean? Then go to fucking Quebec and get your fucking fight, your first pro fight, and then come here.
Well, Quebec though they do have a pretty decent amateur league too though, but or at least they did. Then it was.
Well, I'm just saying.
For a bit, but yeah.
Well, yeah, okay. But up there, they have a lot more pro events going on too. Like they had.
No, for sure with TKO and everything. Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like I just find here, I want to see. Like I think that they should bring back Elite One. Should bring back Cage Rage or whatever the fuck the other one was. Was it Cage Rage?
Cage Rage.
Cage Rage.
And have that just be amateur, and they just have Elite One just be pro.
Yeah.
And see how that goes.
Yeah,
do
no,
at least
for sure.
one.
They definitely need to have it back to like more pro fights on it, because 2 pro fights on a card, like that's not enough.
Especially when the rules, like for the kickboxing fight that I'm doing, like I was mad about the headgear the last one. I did not want to wear headgear to fight it, but you can't because the commission down there makes you wear it. But there's no headgear or nothing like that in my next one. So like I get what you're saying. Like you saying,
guys are.
Why wouldn't you just get paid?
Well, I think you guys are. Okay. No offense.
Yeah.
But I think you guys are crazy for next Saturday. So this is the thing. I think you guys are fucking nuts because yes, it's just like a real fight. You're not getting paid.
Yeah.
And I seen a kid in clinch. I can't remember his name, thank God, because I can't give out. He has a spinning fucking hook like Bakri. He's 16 years old. He's fighting Saturday. He's gonna put his fucking opponent in the fucking hospital if he connects. And then when I see like because he was he on accident. Well, I don't know. Inspiring, he connected with a kick to his opponent, and Buddy was fucking rocked. And I was like, yeah, and that was like not full force. So I was like, okay, so you guys are gonna put your 16-year-old gonna go there amateur, head kicks and everything.
Yeah.
Well, what if something really happens to a 16-year-old and nobody's getting paid?
Yeah.
I'm like,
in my position, for me.
Well, you guys are crazy fuckers, so you have to.
Well, for me, it was one I don't. You want to do what your team wants you to do, of course, and your coaches and stuff like that. So like, I know that if I were to go to Tony or even bring it up to him and be like, "Fuck this! I want to take on a pro. I want that." I know that they'd probably be like, "Oh, let's just see how you do it first." And, this is not like.
But what do you think about the rules about kickboxing to this one?
Yeah, that with the no headgear and all that stuff, and then the other piece of me is that I take a step back and I go, well, a piece of me is like, I wasn't really making money doing it the other way either, so. Like maybe a bar tab here and there. So, and I really want to. I mean, I'm not on the cusp of UFC. This is my debut, so I just want to fight. Maybe after this one, I'll be like, well, shit, I'm actually pretty good at doing it the right way. Maybe I should. My next one, maybe that. And at least they do like PKL, like this one that's coming up.
Yep.
Andy guy has been on the ball, awesome. He's messaged me like about every little thing, seats, tables, hotels. Like there's no hiccups, none at all, and he's like they give like a 10% for all your ticket sales and stuff like that. Like so, you still get paid. You just don't. You're not getting paid to go and throw down. You're getting paid for what you're what you're contributing to the card, basically. So if you sell a bunch of tables, the $800 table, you might get $80, $700 table, $70. That starts to add up. If you have people like for me, I'm from Moncton, so like I'm working to get tables. I'm sure there's people local there. They're just. I'm assuming, and then the sponsorship money too, like that helps with the training and the medals and stuff like that. But yeah, so I'm like, I don't know, I'm torn between it. I get what you're saying. 'Cause when I told my wife, I was like, yeah, sure. She's like, why wouldn't you just go do it and get paid? Like, I don't understand what's going on here. Like, you're taking time away. Like, go get paid. I'm like, well, it's a difference between fighting a guy who's gonna put me out, or fighting a guy who's at my level, and we can figure out what's up and then see where I'm at.
I was like, I definitely understand, like, cause like it sucks not to get paid when you get the experience. Like, so like it's like
you're not taking as big a risk either.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
You take a loss
like,
on your amateur record.
Like, I don't know, when I started, like, I started, I went 4-0 kind of thing, so I guess for me, like, it worked out. And, like, I think back of that, too, like, I thought about that, not getting paid for my fights, and I was just like, I don't know how I'd feel if I had to, like, go, like, oh, yeah, no, you're gonna come, and, like, some of these guys, and that's another
But that's no, what about when you took that first fight, and you were doing it the wrong way, like, you were just a street dude, and you took that, you were probably thinking, like, well, shit, like, in your head, you're like, I want to get in front of a crowd, like, I want you, that's probably what your focus was, you wanted to just
I wanted to start doing it as a career stuff.
Like,
and
take it
like,
serious.
Yeah. But as in, like, around here, I find that the amateur, it's really loose. Like, you have guys that have, like, great records, and they're killing it in amateur. And then you have guys that may not have a great amateur record, and then they're just like, oh, I'm turning pro. And, like, the commissioners are like, okay. It's like, what? Like, no, I don't understand. Like, I thought that when it first started up, I was told, like, oh, yeah, you're going to have had, like, 5 fights before you can go pro, and, like, none of those things seem to work. But, like, with Elite One, sometimes, like, for ground and pound, I don't know how it's going to run now, but, like, when they first started doing it, they're like, okay, we're going to allow ground and pound for when Jericho and Mark fought. Like, they were going to allow ground and pound because they've had so many fights.
Yeah.
This fight can't have ground and pound, though, because they haven't had this many fights between them. Like, you know, it's like, I don't know, it was just like making up the rules as they went.
Who was going to favor who?
Or not even favor who, but like making, like, there was no, you couldn't be like, okay, I'm an amateur, I need to look up specific, like, yes, you have amateur rules, but you didn't have like, okay, how many fights do I need before I go pro? Or how many fights do I need before I do ground pound? And as he's saying with his kickboxing, like, also each show can change that, or each province, they have their own different rules.
That's true, yeah.
It's almost like the amateur and the pro are supposed to be separated so that you can designate who's at what level, but if they do it so loosely that everybody's just kind of mixed. You might have an amateur fighter who's fighting like a bad motherfucking fucker, and then you might have on the pro card a guy who shouldn't be pro yet fighting a guy who's a bad, or vice versa.
Like, you have guys in amateur, like,
who should be
that are killers and champions and stuff like that, and they're still doing their amateur thing, and then you have guys with losing records that are amateur, and they're just like, I'm going pro. And, like, I understand that, like, you could have fought, like, picked bad fights and fought all killers and stuff like that, but in the way, like, you have a losing record in amateur, and like I could see maybe if it's like, oh, you have 10 fights and it's a losing record, but like if you got a losing record and you only have 3 fights or that, and then it's just like, oh, I'm gonna go pro, and it's like, okay, like, I'm not saying it shouldn't be allowed, but like it's really loose. Like, there's not, like, you can be in whatever.
Yeah.
And be like, I'm going pro now. And if the promotion gives it to you,
do you want to call any names out who did it?
No.
Ty Varner's one who fucked me over.
I didn't have any jobs. I've heard of them. Yeah.
Oh no, but you even had I don't know what D'Lo's record was, but
D'Lo's undefeated
as amateur.
6-0 amateur, 2-0
okay.
pro, and that's another thing that
I got that guy ranked. You go ahead. I want to just you go ahead.
I got nothing against D'Lo's a great guy and stuff like that, great fighter stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't believe he should be ranked fucking higher than me. And they have him ranked higher than me on Tapology.
Did they fight the same way? Like you guys both say?
Yeah, they have me ranked higher. Him ranked higher than me. It's only one, but still, like, ranked higher than me at 170 and 185. And then, like, I feel like he's 2-0 pro, so like it's not really something like that I want to call out, but he's 6-0 amateur, so really he's 8-0.
Yep.
But still, he's only 2-0 pro, so I don't feel like he should be ranked higher than me. And I'd fight him if he wanted to, but out of respect, nothing disrespect. The only reason that made me even him come on my radar is because Tapology has him ranked higher than me, and I think it's bullshit. I think he's a great fighter. I just think maybe, like, I definitely think I should be ranked higher than where I'm at right now.
Yeah, what's your record?
9-4.
Yeah,
so I think I should be ranked higher than what I am, but I don't, like, he's ranked higher than me, so, like, I don't know. I don't.
Oh, fuck, eh?
Yeah. And he's 2-0 pro, 6-0 amateur, so like I said, but.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, I I don't know. You go and you mention that to someone, you're like, oh, they're like, oh, he's only 2-0. I was like, well, fuck, he's ranked higher than me though.
Tell
like,
Topology that.
Yeah,
Yeah, well.
send Topology a message, let them know it's up. Switch me, and then we're good. Well, like I said, I got nothing. Like, he's a great fighter, great guy. Like,
Yeah.
it's just like that made him come on my radar for it because I'm just like, fuck.
Yeah. Well, he seems like he's Alderic's star.
Yeah.
So.
Alderic says their next show they want me.
I know. When did that be good?
Let's make it happen. Like, yeah.
Well, how old are you?
How old am I?
Yeah.
I'm 30.
So you're 30.
Just turned 30 this summer, June.
And how long you been doing it for?
I started training back 2009.
And when?
I've had a couple of years off, like with injuries and stuff like that.
So it was 2014 when you could have had your chance, like.
Yeah, like when
With,
the band, I won the championship belt, and then I went out and I tried out for the Ultimate Fighter Canada versus Australia.
Yeah.
I made it through all the tryouts. I was a finalist. I was an alternate for the show. Like they took the top 4. I was like within the top 7 of them. I think it was like 5th or 6th.
That's cool.
And then when Sheldon got injured in the show and they didn't know if he could continue, they called to see what my weight was at or whatever, and if I could take it. And I told them, yeah, I'd take it. But then Sheldon was able to continue, and so I never got my chance to go in. But yeah, around then, like, definitely I feel like the pause, like, was a bad timing. I got some injuries in the layoff when we had it here, but yeah, I definitely, that was probably like the time when I was ranked the highest and stuff like that.
Okay.
And then, I don't know, I had a bullshit fight that I lost that I should have won. And yeah, that kind of sent me down, I'm sure, in the rankings. But
Was it your last one or?
no, my last one I won. It was again, like, with Bruno. I fucked up in that fight, and yeah. Like, it was an early stoppage. And
quick stoppage.
Yeah,
sure.
I definitely want that rematch too.
He retired though, right?
Yeah, he retired, and like right after the fight, I told Elite One that I wanted to fight him again, and they told me I had to go get another fight first, have another win. And yeah.
Oh shit.
But yeah, no. Like I said, I fucked up in that fight, but it was stopped too soon. I'd say, like, and a lot of people that were there have said it. People that have been like key factors in the fight, like, have told me kind of thing. Like it was one of the first things Mike said to me when he came in. He was like, "Oh, that was stopped a little bit early," eh? And I was like, "Yeah." Like,
Well, you turned right to as soon as it hit you turned, you pulled.
yeah, like I was throwing a punch, so it did look worse than it was. Like I was throwing a right straight, and he caught me over the top of it. So like my body, when he rocked me, I'll give him that. But I hit my knees and I rolled to a kind of defensive guard. And yeah.
They didn't. Was there any follow up shots? Like, I don't even think. Like, he was trying to like adjust to do it.
No, I think he hit me with like maybe one hammer fist or something.
Okay.
Like it wasn't a big one. It was like
Yeah, it was just
a
from
little
like,
circle jerk hammer fist. But
yeah.
Do they have that video up on YouTube or?
no, I don't think so. You can check it though. I don't think it is.
No, there's some time behind.
Yeah, that's another.
Bruno, BRUNO.
That's another shitty thing about fighting is there's such a
Yeah, like
consistency of what's early.
the highlight, which is just basically, yeah, actually see it. Maybe it'll show the. Like I said, I do fall. You see me, I'll throw the thing, I go to my all fours, and then I roll in. If it'll show it. He rocks me a bit, and I fucking like says, not that I recover. And I go right here, I throw the right. I'm pretty sure it's boom, comes over, I fall, roll, go to like right away. I looked up at him like,
Yeah, it's pretty quick.
I don't know, like as I right 1, 2, and I'm getting him in my guard coming up.
Right there is where I think. Right when you
Like I
turn
fall to
around,
all fours. Like
you're
if you go,
definitely dazed,
like I'm
you
throwing a
turn
fight
dazed.
or I'm throwing a punch, and you see like comes over, I hit the floor, roll over, look at him, go up in the guard.
Oh shit, yeah.
Like I said, I wasn't in a good position, not saying that at all. But if you saw my fight with Curry in St. John, like I get fucking split open like bad at the end of the first.
Oh yeah.
Couldn't see anything at the end of the first round. Like go back to my corner and I ended up winning that fight, all three round decision. But
Okay.
yeah, like I said, like he did catch me. I was rocked, but definitely they could have let it go a little bit, as you said, like I was pulling guard kind of thing.
Yeah.
And
Well, you said it best than I got. You're like, I'm not even saying he wasn't gonna. You're like, I'm not saying he wasn't gonna finish me. I'm saying,
yeah,
like,
I would have
he
liked to
clipped
just give me a couple
he
more
dropped
punches.
me. It was
like,
a nice punch, and then he like you would think that it would continue. I'm still coherent. You know. What I mean?
Yeah.
The first hammer punch landed. The second was kind of.
Not like I
raised,
went
and then-
face down, like I didn't
it's
face
just kinda
plant or
over.
nothing. Like I catch I go on all, throw it, I get rocked, go on all fours, and then I turn to him. Like it's not like I was just like face off the canvas kind of thing. Like,
Yeah.
But
As a spectator, it was a sweet
like,
fight though.
I shouldn't have put
Chest
myself in that
punch.
position to begin with. Like I said, I fucked up. But yeah, definitely would love to have that.
Were you in the corner or just watching?
No, I was just watching.
Have you ever been in the corner for any fights?
No.
Not yet.
No, yeah.
Plan
Let's
on
go.
it?
Yeah, if somebody wants me on there, let's do it. Yeah. Hopefully, put more in the ring from now on.
Yeah.
than corner.
So how old are you?
I'm 27.
27.
Yeah.
First amateur.
It's kind of messed up that he's my uncle, really, but
I got his sister's older than me, but
Yeah.
a few months.
and he's
yeah.
her uncle too. Obviously.
Yeah,
So yeah, we got a little bit of a weird family. But yeah, my first amateur. It seems late, but it isn't. It's not. This was in making. It's a progressive thing that's been for years. Like I probably should have did it years ago, but it wasn't. I didn't do it.
You plan. So you did say you do plan on doing MMA.
I will do. I was already in talks with Mike to try to get on the January card if this went well.
Oh, nice.
As long as the matchup's right. Like I said, I'm not going to go take on a jiu-jitsu black belt, my first MMA fight, where I'm literally probably just going to...
Have you trained any jiu-jitsu or anything?
Yeah, I used to go to the MMA gyms and do like nothing legit. Like I don't have belts or nothing like that. But yeah, I used to go to like Sago, and then I went to like that Sims one briefly, and there was one in St. John. I was living in St. John for a couple of years. We used to go there, but like nothing serious. Just rolling with these guys whenever they are working on their MMA and sparring. But yeah, I wouldn't just neglect it if they're doing MMA, right, obviously. But I'm not going to be like, yeah, I'll roll with anybody. I don't give a fuck. No, I'm not an idiot. I have my eye on some MMA fights that I'm like,
Well, what would you fight at? 185, 170, 175?
That would depend on the
You
fight.
guys
too.
would be at the same weight category.
Yeah, that's true. There's some monsters at certain weight classes that obviously aren't ideal for me to start at. But then there's also guys that are like shutting their eyes when they punch. That I'm just like, I think that would be a good fight for me. I think that would be a really good fight for me. So, and let me just get this straight also with the Nathan thing. I never want to fight somebody that isn't confident in beating me either. Like I think to me the perfect ideal of a fight is when you see it for what it is and you're like, I'm gonna crush this dude. And I want him to look at me and be like, I'm gonna crush this dude. You don't want like if whatever happened in that last fight, if it wasn't like obviously if he didn't want to fight, I would have rathered him come up to me obviously before when it happened and just tell me, man, like I don't want to do this anymore. Like my mind's not right. I'm not into it. Like if he was just honest with it, yeah, I'd still be like, I'd be pissed. Like you ruined my fucking day. Like, make weight. But the other piece of me would be like, well, if he told me that and then took the fight, like I'd probably be in there being like, I don't want to. Like you don't want to hit somebody that doesn't. Like, usually you want to fight somebody who's game. You would think, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's
So-
just my opinion.
Next week, looks like you have a game fighter.
Yep. Justin Saunders. So he's got a karate background. Expect a lot of kicks, but I'm sure that Andy and Evolution has evolved and past just karate. I'm sure he's ready.
So when you get up to Ferriton? On Thursday, Friday?
I gotta work Thursdays. I think I'll probably go up either Thursday night or Friday morning, depending on a few things. Also, depending on
When's the weigh-ins?
the weigh-ins are Friday. So
Yeah, probably
What
won't
time?
go till
2, 3?
Friday.
Friday? Yeah, I'll probably go up Friday then.
Yeah.
It's Thursday.
Yeah.
No, I'll be going Friday. So Thursday I'll be sitting on top. Yeah, no, Friday we'll probably go up. So
Weight cutting?
yeah,
Fun times.
yeah, not so much. I should play badminton.
That should be a heavyweight.
No, but then immediately, like I said, I made the weight for the last one, and I've walked around as heavy as 250. And when I say 250, I don't mean like that's normal. I mean I had surgeries and all that stuff on my tailbone. I was like, it was a bad spot. I was eating junk, but my normal weight's like 215, 220. So like,
Okay.
I had to get down to that last one too, at 180, and I thought for sure I was like, this is gonna suck the day of the fight. Like, I'm not gonna win. No, it felt great. Like waking up the next morning, everything was awesome. So that was my first time doing a water cut too. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, but it was not like I felt good the next day, but during. You guys see him was coaching me through it. Like, he'll, out of respect for me, I'm sure he won't tell you how big of a bitch it was, but it wasn't easy. But it was worth it.
So that must have been more of a piss off than for you.
Oh yeah.
Like,
big time,
so
man.
all
That
of
was
that.
Probably the first thing that went through my mind when we were in that hallway is, motherfucker, like, I just cut this weight. Like, I haven't drank or ate shit for months. Like, dude.
Months.
I put like, and that was just a choice. That wasn't like I have a fight. I'm, 3 months away. Like, no, that was literally like I'm training. I want to get my stuff right and then get a fight. So like I literally months. Like I'd say at least 4 months. I got alcohol. Like, that might be normal for some people, but I like to drink. I'm a drinker. Like, to me, that was like, that's crazy. And all my friends like that's like, you realize the damage in relationships that when you start following these things you want to do that you have to make sacrifices for. Because not only are you losing time away from your family, like I got a daughter and I have another daughter on our way. Which means I have a pregnant wife as well. And like at the same time, you have to balance that time. Like I can't be gone every night. Like I am gone, but I have to wait till they're in bed. I got to stay up late. I wake up for work at 4 a.m. every morning, so it's not easy. But you do it, and then you realize that all your friends and everybody, like, of course they want to hang out. But what are you gonna do? Yeah, come on over. We'll watch Frozen. We'll have some kale. No, they're like, no, we're going down to the, let's hit the freaking. Let's go downtown, let's get some drinks, get some burgers, or we're going to go out for dinner, or, oh yeah, so-and-so's having people over, we're going to watch the fight and get wasted, and I'm like, I'll be there with my Aquafina. So that'll be this weekend for me too. Big Christmas party.
Oh yeah?
Drinking water, that'll be so much good food. Every year this is good food.
Oh shit, yeah.
But at least the UFC's on, so I'll watch that. Are you going to that? You guys
Family event?
Yeah, the Christmas
I
party?
think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta try to find someone to watch my daughter too. So.
Yeah. Well, he knows. He goes every holiday. You see this guy
like
coming in with like, he can't do like he's cutting weight or he's getting ready for a fight or something.
I think
Everybody's
like
picking
the
it up.
last 3 years, the last two, I've like 2 out of 3 I've been cutting over Christmas. So yeah, like
Oh, no
3
way.
out of 4 or something like that.
He'll be rubbing it in this year to me.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely be enjoying it.
That would be a really sucky thing.
And like at least one of them was a 170 fight. So like.
Holy
When I cut down to 170, man, like it's strict. Like it sucks. So I definitely couldn't eat like anything. And then the fucking guy pulled out like just after Christmas due to injury. I was like, fuck! I didn't eat any fucking Christmas meals.
What do you like more, fighting at 170 or 185? Or 175?
175 is pretty sweet. I'm gonna try to get down to 170. It's weird, like to get down to it obviously sucks. A lot stricter dieting, but when it comes to like fight time. Like, I feel just as strong, just everything as I do at 185. So I definitely feel like probably like 170, 175 is a better division for me, kind of thing.
Okay.
Like, because when I fight at 185, like I'll weigh in at 185 on Friday and Saturday. I'm only like 192 to 193. Like the most I've been. One time I was 200 when I fought in St. John, actually against Korea the second time.
Okay.
I tore my hamstring like 6 weeks out, so I didn't do like that whole camp. I maybe did cardio like 3 times on the treadmill. I could spar, it was fine, but anything to push off, like to run and stuff, like killed my legs. So that fight, I actually had to do like a 10-pound water cut and everything like that. But usually when I fight at like 185, like if I dieted strict, like when I fought Korea the first time for the belt,
Okay.
I woke up, didn't do a water cut, didn't do anything, just woke up on fire. So like, I'm tall, but I'm a small 185. Like when I fight at 170 and when I fight at 185, I have just as much muscle, I'm just more ripped. And when it comes to fight time, I'm probably only like 3 to 5 pounds lighter come fight day when I fight at 170 compared to 185.
Shit, eh?
So yeah, like you got guys like if I 185, come fight there, like 205, 210, like 200 minimum usually. Like I said, I'm going in at like 192, 193. So that's why I want to check out, have a couple fights at 170, 175 kind of thing. Just see how it goes. So far, I find that I'm better at it. But that doesn't mean I won't fight at 185 again. It's just I dropped to 170, had 2 fights. Then League One didn't have anyone to fight Curry for the belt, so I went back up to 185, won the belt, and then I kind of got caught up back at the 185. So then now that's why I kind of just for now try 175, 170, and then who knows, maybe go back up. But just right now, like I said, with my training and everything, the weight difference is why I'm a small 185, so that's kind of why I've been focusing more on the 175 for now.
Nice. So you lost the belt. You were the champion till you lost to Bruno.
No, I lost Adam Hunter.
Okay.
And then Hunter went to the UFC kind of thing. Got busted for that. Yeah, and then
yeah, he never made it there, right? He just signed the contract.
Yeah, exactly. So then I had a rematch with Curry, won that fight.
Okay.
And then they. Since the belt was vacant, then me and Bruno fought for that.
Oh, for the vacant belt?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then he won that, and then he retired after a kickboxing fight. He didn't fight MMA afterwards, and then Christian.
I was gonna ask, you're not even looking to go to 185 to fight him?
Could be a possibility. He's definitely, like I said...
Or just 170, 175, and then maybe...
Well, like I said, it's definitely, like I said, if I was to move back up to 185, I'm sure that opportunity would be there, and I'd be interested in it. But like I said, right now, I'm interested in trying at the 170, 175 kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, Christian's a great fighter in that, but I feel like that'd be a good fight, too.
Yeah. I'll be the Arrow Hawani of this. I just want to fucking start a bullshit shit. See everybody fight.
I'm cool with Christian and all that. Like I said, I'm cool with them. But yeah, I'm just right now I'm chilling at 170, 175. I think see how I do there with that. And if I was to, I think like I said, there's been things that have been eating at the back of my mind about 185 and stuff. So if I was to switch up, I definitely. It'd be probably no more 170, 175, because that's the thing, like right now for me to I weighed more than 170 when I was in grade 9. Like for me to get down to it, so like that's the thing, if I'm gonna switch over to 185, like I'm gonna right now when I lift weights, I do strength, but I don't do really any bulking kind of thing. I do strength or I do conditioning to tone up to make weight. So if I was to switch over to 185, I'd definitely look to put on some size, and then like I said, I probably won't be able to make 170 again.
Okay.
When I do decide to just stick to 185. But yeah, it's definitely been something that's been on the back of my mind about maybe switching back to doing 185 too. But just right now, I definitely feel 170 where it's at.
I was going to do a jiu-jitsu tournament on March the 10th at the Lions Club.
Nice.
And then I found out that jiu-jitsu is illegal in New Brunswick.
What?
So, yeah, so that kind of put
I
things...
didn't even know that.
I didn't know until after I fucking already rented the place.
Oh, you mean you were gonna put one on?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were gonna compete. Oh, that's sweet.
No, I was gonna put it.
Illegal.
No, yeah, I was gonna put one on because my main event I was gonna do with like Eddie Bravo.
I think I seen this on your podcast. You were talking about it. You
Well, I
and-
wanted to get
and,
Chris-
John Kelly or something. Was that
Yeah.
what it was? Yeah, I seen that. Yeah.
I wanted to get Christian versus Bakary in jiu-jitsu.
Nice.
So I was like,
So it's illegal.
yeah.
That's wild.
But what I
Why
could
would
put
you
on
do
is combat jiu-jitsu. So would it be just like MMA rules in a way, like by the commission and all that?
Yeah.
But the rules are, you're only allowed to strike when you're on your knees, and it has to be open palm strike.
That'd be interesting.
Have you seen it?
No.
Pull out combat jiu-jitsu.
It's like pancreas. Kind of.
Yeah, but it's
Striking
like
with-
2017.
Yeah.
It's like Eddie Bravo's fucking jiu-jitsu.
Oh, okay, yeah. Eddie Bravo. Okay, I haven't seen it, but yeah. Eddie Bravo.
It was on November the 12th for this first event.
Who was in it? Who was in this event?
Oh fuck
Like
up.
any big name or?
None.
Can you talk about this on?
Roger, I think. Maybe. It was on the Fight and the Kid podcast.
Okay, maybe that's where.
Just two people fighting. They got that?
We met him too. Remember that? Oh.
Yeah.
We met him in the back.
Fights.
Who, Eddie Bravo?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
the
cool.
UFC in
He's
Vegas.
with a girl. He's like, yeah, what's up, boys? He had like a big man can drink. Got a picture with him.
Yeah, no, he was really chill guy. So they have like MMA gloves on too? Or this
Yep.
Oh, okay. It's weird they'd have MMA gloves if it's just like open.
Open ball, yeah.
Is this? Oh, it is combat jiu-jitsu.
That probably has something to do with the commission.
Is that November? Is that November the 12th?
May 29th, 2012.
No, that ain't it.
It's a cool concept though, if that's what you have to do to make it happen.
Yeah, I know. He put it on. No, that's wrong video. Go back, look again.
2 years on hour 13.
No, go down. Combat jiu-jitsu. Yeah. There you go. Is that it?
It was 5 years ago.
Nope. Put in November the 12th, 2017. Come on. Dun, dun, dun.
That's probably.
Yep.
Fuck, man, that ref. Have you seen him?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Oh, the big
The Viking fucking
Bald dude
dude,
with the-
yeah.
Yeah, jeez.
Fuck, man.
Is that just a
That's-
preview?
I think so.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
He wasn't on
Yeah,
his
see?
knees, though. He's standing, so you can open palm slap from anywhere.
Man, a piece of me would like rather take a punch than someone else.
So I was thinking putting that on at the Lions Club.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
That'd be fun, eh?
The only thing is, I don't know how many jiu-jitsu guys around here would maybe do that, I guess.
I'm hoping a lot.
Yeah.
No way.
You never know,
But-
though. Like, some of them, but...
It would give jiu-jitsu MMA fighters another background,
Yeah.
another thing to compete in, right?
I'd love to do a tournament, like, jiu-jitsu tournament.
Is that cool?
Is that the Red's beard?
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
Oh shit.
That's what I'm saying, like, Viking stuff.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
How long do you think that took him to grow like that?
Fuck, man.
I've been doing mine for like maybe 4 months.
Man, that's...
Probably
Long
sure.
rest.
At least 10 years, I'd say.
You say 10?
That's a life choice right there. Like,
That's a,
yeah.
that's a long haul. That's
Yeah,
like, you better
that's-
already have your
yeah.
wife because the decision is made.
Yeah.
You don't think that'll get him pussy?
Oh my, it's the
You
tickler.
gotta-
You never know.
Oh, I
Is it
think.
the tip of it?
I'm sure it gets him some. It's just
Yeah.
what kind is the question.
Okay, good point. that way,
Probably
take
like,
them
I got one
out.
too, look at mine. Oh god.
You tell her pull up her pants.
Yeah.
Back your ponytail.
Rated.
I like rat tails.
Rat tails.
Oh, that's not combat.
No, the
No.
kids going on
That's just an interview.
But it was pretty. It was just what you shown them open
Yeah.
striking.
It's just, yeah, it was
Cool
preview.
concept. If that's what you gotta do too. I mean, look at you're saying. You
Yeah,
mean
that's
like a lot of
weird.
jiu-jitsu guys don't want it. That's why they're doing jiu-jitsu type of things. Is that what you're kind of getting at?
Yeah.
Like they're
Well,
not,
no,
not,
but
not that's
Not
why,
all
but
of them, but yeah, like it's...
Some of them don't want it to be strict. But yeah,
Yeah.
you're right too. Where the fighters would be like, okay, this is a good way to keep up with
Well-
the jiu-jitsu game.
What the rules is in New Brunswick right now, if you want to put it in a jiu-jitsu tournament, so say if I have 250 people, even a 5-year-old would have to get the fucking blood work. It'd be just like
Yeah.
an MMA fight.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, well that's the rules. Maybe I can put the combat jiu-jitsu on and still lure that way. And nobody's ever seen anything like that around here.
Yeah, no, exactly.
And that's the thing. I want to try to bring people, like, I was talking to Ken Shamrock. I was going to buy Elite One. I was like kind of talking to Mike and them.
Oh yeah.
Back in the summer, and then like August, September, and then.
It's funny because
they're not smart.
Mentioned that. It's funny that that Elite One was like me. Somebody told me that. It's funny.
I was in talk with them a couple times for like I had 3 meetings with them, but what they need to. That's why I tell them to do some pro fights. Because if they have like just have pro cards, pro fighters, Elite One's nothing. Even Alderic, if you have no fighters on a contract, and I know like nobody really wants to sign to one until you get to the UFC. Yeah. So that's why you sign with me, but the UFC Bellator calls in, you automatically can go.
Yeah.
But how can you sell a promotion if you have nothing?
Yeah, exactly. But I can understand that from a promoter's perspective, but from a fighter's perspective, like some like contracts kill you.
Oh no, absolutely.
Sometimes they get you in a contract, and then it's like 3 fights or a year and a half. That's what like one or the other, whichever comes first. So
in a year and a half,
they could give you 2 fights, or even no fights, and then you're fucked. You can't go anywhere else for a year and a half.
Yeah.
Like.
No, it's.
Or it's like. This is the fight, take it or leave it. Like, you don't get...
I think a promotion can really do, around the Maritimes, I think Elite One can easily do 12 shows a year. Do a show, like, once a month.
Around the...
You do... They never did Nova Scotia. They do, what, 4 to 5 shows a year?
Yeah, if they went in Nova Scotia, I'm sure they could.
Definitely they could.
For sure, yeah.
You have Derek Clark that does the sub-submissions there.
Mm-hmm.
He's talking about putting one in June.
Okay.
Like he wanted me to co-promote with him.
Oh, nice.
So I mean, like, that's good and everything, but like, Elite One's been there for 10 years, right?
Yeah.
They should be jumping in there, not
at least
not just sticking in one place.
Yeah, at least now with the new commission, they've started to go through New Brunswick. Well, not really New Brunswick, St. John and Moncton, but
that's it.
Yeah, they should. They could definitely branch out. I'm sure.
Do Ferriton, St. John, Moncton. I don't know anything about the commission and PI.
Yeah, that's right.
Because if UFC haven't been there yet, there's a reason.
Where's that?
Well, PEI, the UFC, I'm sure it's probably not big enough. But, I don't know if it would be big enough. Halifax,
what's the most they could hold in PI anyway?
Where's the biggest?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
I've never been to that casino racetrack thing, but I'm sure there's no events happening there. Maybe a small one.
In Halifax, they hold what, 9,000?
I'm not sure actually.
And they only do the Ultimate Fighters there.
No, I think it was Fight Night when they did.
Oh.
Just Fight Night. There's never pay-per-view.
Yeah. But they had Travis Brown versus Derek Lewis, right?
Yeah, no, they did.
I'll tell you though, what a different experience the UFC is in Vegas. You know, so the comparison between Halifax and Vegas.
I never went to the two in Halifax. I thought they're gonna be shitty.
Even close, bro.
I didn't go to the first one, but the second one was pretty bomb.
It's kind of like this. If you've never been to a UFC and you went to Halifax, I'm sure you had a good time.
Okay.
If you went to the Vegas one, or like one of their bigger shows, like you said you went to Quebec, I'm sure that was wicked.
Oh, I've been to the one in Edmonton, Toronto, a couple of times in Belleville.
Toronto's been another good, yeah. But Vegas, literally, I don't know how it was there, but
I've never been to Vegas. You guys are lucky.
You go out back, and there's ring caged out areas, shooter girls with their octagon thing, ring girls going around pictures and merchandise TVs everywhere so you can see it. The fighters are everywhere, celebrities are. Arnold Schwarzenegger, when me and my dad, when we left, he was gambling. I'm sitting there and I'm like, man, you're almost done. Arnold Schwarzenegger right beside me, and my dad's gambling at a table with Jeremy Piven. And Jeremy Piven has all these people around him. I'm like, Dad, that's Ari Gold. That's Ari Gold from Entourage. He's a fuck Ari Gold. Hey, I'm like, no, just leave it, just keep gambling. He's like, you're Ari Gold? I'm like, he goes, anyway, he looked so different, dude. He had a scruff, glasses, leather jacket on, a big entourage. They're just chilling. People just around, just the environment's crazy. And then in the show, they don't show it on pay-per-views, obviously. They have these pump-up videos that are just playing. Yeah. Out here in the field. It's playing, people are getting dropped. That is all over. Like, just get you don't need to be a fight fan. If you go to a fight in Vegas for that couple hours, you're like, like, my dad's not a huge fight fan, and he was like, loving it.
Well, fuck it.
And my wife, like, that's what got her hooked. Next thing you know, she's like, we're watching the fight tonight, right? Like, Rod Faber's fighting, like, we need to go here. Or Luke Rockhold with Stevan, it got her right into these storylines, right? They plugged them. It's a lot more media. Like, I found Halifax was just kind of like, sit in your seat and watch the fights. And if they go all around, well, it sucks. Like, literally at one point, they were panning out on the crowd.
Okay.
And there was a dude. And I'm like, oh, that hurts. They shouldn't have showed that. They should not have showed that. And like, I had a buddy of mine who's obsessed with fighting and everything. Like, he was like, it was a lot. Rory McDonald was fighting.
Oh, the
Tarek
first one,
Safdie.
yeah.
And that fight actually, I think, delivered. I can't even remember.
I didn't, yeah.
But a lot of, like, half the arena, like, before that fight was like, I'm out of here. You couldn't bring your beer to the seat. If you bought a beer, you had to stay in the back where you bought it. So, like, people were, like, chugging liquor to try to go back to their seat. There's puke all in the back. Everywhere. People, like, anyway, I had a buddy who loves the fights, and he was, like, literally sitting hunched over, like, puking on this girl's back in front of him. She had no idea. Like, he just, like, everybody just lost faith in the fight pretty much. Like, I was, like, one of the only people there that was, like, still into the fights, but it's hard to be into. It's like going to a movie and you're watching a movie and it's alright. The guy beside you is just going, oh, this is shit. This is the whole time. I knew this was gonna happen. It's all in the previews, and then just ruining it. So you're like, you know what? Just shut up. This would be a fucking okay movie, dude. It's the same deal.
What's your thoughts on Bellator having like straight out pays? Like, so if you UFC you get like 20,
Yeah.
and then Bellator you might get like 35,000 straight up to fight. And then you keep your sponsorships and everything.
Yeah.
UFC, you lose it. So what do you think? Like,
20 to show and then 20 to win, and then these guys are just like, this is your flat out.
yeah, so like you would get 40,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well.
I don't think it's necessarily bad. It all depends, I guess, what your flat rate is and what your
Yeah, eh?
How much
if
you
it
got?
works out to be about the same, like, at least that way you're guaranteed. Like, I don't know. Depending, I guess, what they'd be offering, I would be really against it. A flat rate. Both are great, but like you said, at least then you have your sponsorships too. But
It's in UFC again right now. That's kind of, that's on lockout.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. The thing that gets me about that is like, well, you're wearing head rush, that's a sweet brand too. I'm not an in particular fighter, but like me, man, one fight team, like Torque, all these things that these fighters, like Dana White, everybody's always being like, these fighters, you know, they need to set up their career after fighting. Like they all think they can fight forever. Like you need to have, you need to have it out. Well, they kind of took that away from them. Now they're supposed to promote their brands and their teams and their clothing wears or apparel or gyms or whatever they're getting into, and like literally, you can't. You're not allowed. Like you can't even wear it. And I was watching an interview with Chael Sonnen and Rogan and all them talking.
Yep.
You can't even wear. You're like, you can't wear. I couldn't wear this Under Armour t-shirt the whole fight week.
Yeah,
If they're
exactly.
interviewing you, like, hey, how's it going? Da, 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 da. Like, boom, fine. And like that's Under Armour, so I get it, the Reebok. But I mean, like literally, Uriah Faber can't wear.
But George St.
Torque,
Pierre
California kid.
gets $345,000 a month from Under Armour for sponsorship.
Does he really?
See, that's why I got into this. I got into this back. I got back
Oh,
into sponsoring fighters in June
Okay.
because I was like, okay, I own the dispensary and I was like, I can give fighters money on a monthly salary. That's like how
They better
Under Armour
promote the
does.
crap out of you, yeah.
Yeah, they're all douchebags.
That's fine.
No, whatever. I'm joking. But I know this live. Can't take it back. But yeah, but that's what Under Armour does, and like Under Armour does it very different than Xbox. Like Under Armour, for George, it was $345,000 a month, and he still gets that. That's one of the reasons why everybody thought he came back to fight Michael Bisping.
So,
It-
yeah.
Well, just like before he even fought him, he would just for a year make it seem like he was going to fight him, keep his sponsorship going, so he still gets the sponsorship. Because you act like you're still going to fight and everything,
Genius.
then your sponsor is like, okay, well, there's still money to be made from you, right?
Coverage too while he's wearing Under Armour. Really.
Oh, fucking right! Everything he does really good promotions for Under Armour.
I can picture him right now in that little red tight little like I'm not a man like he's
Yeah.
a Superman punching Under Armour.
But he was doing that before Under Armour was even popular.
Yeah.
I remember when Under Armour was just to wear when you go to bed and shit.
Yeah.
And now it's like he really put it up there.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
And then you look at, and then Xbox, what they do with the Demetrius Johnson is they give him $100,000 for each fight, so he doesn't get monthly salary. Now I know he gets kickback for his other things for his Twitch, but I know for his fight he wasn't getting monthly. He was only getting $100,000 per fight.
Okay.
But that's still, you fight fucking
so is
4
that gone
times.
now, or is the Reba? Is it
Yeah, it's
Xbox?
gone.
It's gone?
Well, he has a deal with them with Twitch, but he doesn't have the same deal as
No,
coming out 100,000, right?
Yeah.
That sucks for some fighters, man. You got like, I don't know how true it is. Dane says it's not true. Brendan says it is true. But like Brendan Shaw was like, he's not like a huge part. Like he has a name obviously, but he wasn't like in these crazy title fights or anything like that. He was just he was a good name, but fucking he said he was like literally like $100,000. He's losing a fight. He's like, that's where I've made my fight purse. Like I got paid to be on the card. Obviously, I got paid good, like decent. Because where I was on a card, I'm fighting big names. He's like, but I wasn't making I was making my money from my sponsorships. Dana White said, BS. Nobody gave him $100. That's a lot. But you kind of like, why isn't he fighting then? You kind of PC. He's like,
well, he had the Ultimate Fighter contract.
Why?
That's what.
The one that he won off that. Yeah. So
he started. I think he said 8-8, 16-16. It went up like that, and then it kind of froze. But I mean, and then he was like, we were saying he was making like 150, 200,000, all from his sponsor to fight.
And then that's cut off because he's got. And then you see some of these things, total payout for Reebok for a card, and you see it, and you're like,
well, that's why, like,
dude, one fighter makes more than that on Bellator. What the? Like, well, huge, but I'm just thinking like, dude, it sucks. Kind of.
I don't know if I don't know how much everybody really looks into like. UFC's not UFC anymore. That's why I'm so obsessed with trying to get make the fighters make everybody kind of look at Bellator in a way, because UFC got bought. UFC is not the tight family as it used to be. Chuck Liddell will tell you that. Matt Hughes will tell you that. They lost their fucking jobs.
Forrest they kept him. Yeah,
he still has a job. But you listen to Chuck Liddell on Arrow Show. He thought he had a job
for life.
For life.
Yeah, I heard that.
So now, if you look at that, they don't have the sponsorships. So if you want to make money now, who's taking care of the fighters? It's not the same as it is. And UFC now is not all about the rankings. It's the entertainment company that owns it. It's the same entertainment company that is managing Connor, that managing what's her face, Ronda Rousey. So that changes everything. I find that's why
that's why a lot of these fights some they make sense to somebody who wants to watch the fight for sure. But when you look at who's next in line, so Nate Diaz, if he wanted to right now, could just step in line, fight Tyron Woodley.
But I
know.
Did you hear Dana said?
Yeah, he said that wasn't even offered. But I'll tell you right now, if Nate Diaz was like, well, fuck that, man, we'll do it, Tyron's a bit, then I bet you any money Dana would be like, we'll talk about it, I like it. All of a sudden it'd be real. Do you know what I mean?
They're setting up Connor versus George.
See, there's another one. It doesn't make sense, but my God, I'd love to watch that. Well, it makes sense, but what
if
George
can
is saying,
win 170, can win the belt from Tyrone at 170.
Oh, that. Yeah,
then you can get George St. Pierre as the champion at 170 and 185. Goes against a 145 and 155 pound for the 170. Holy fuck!
Yeah, that is wild.
I'll pay money.
Well, what George was saying about it, George is like, I don't understand why. He's like, they keep asking me, that's the main thing. He's like, he's not in my weight. He's like, I personally as a man feel like bitch if I were to call out Conor McGregor, who's at a lighter weight class. It doesn't feel right for me to do that.
Oh no, that's a money fight.
That's him just being respectful, I'm sure. Yeah, that's a huge fight. That's probably the biggest fight they could put together right now.
I'm positive that. Well, obviously you seem like you listen to podcasts. George St. Pierre in one of his podcasts said that he already has the fight signed in his agreement of who he's fighting.
Oh yeah, right now for his next fight.
All of his fights.
Oh shit.
So that's why Dana's like, no, he has to fight against Robert
Whittaker. Yeah.
And then I think he's going to go down to 170 for the belt, and then it'll be Connor to go back in New York, because if you look at it, it'll make perfect sense to have 2 more fights in before New York.
It's probably one of the.
Well, it definitely makes sense for him to fight Whittaker, because you have a champion, then you have an interim belt. The champion comes back, doesn't fight the interim belt. Fight someone like that was.
That's what's going on with Connor too. That's what I mean by when it doesn't make sense. I don't mean that fight that'd be sweet. I agree with you. But for
the
Connor thing,
stuff.
Everyone's like, what? Tony, these guys that are gonna fight tomorrow night, man. You got to feel for them a bit. They're like.
I do, but entertainment.
Oh no, I'm on your.
It's a new management. That's why I think everything's fucked now like that.
Yeah.
And you look at boxing. There's so many. How many different fucking heavyweight champions is there?
I know, you never know.
You have the IBA,
breaking through their guard. You see that guy? That guy's a monster.
Who?
he comes like a street banger. I don't know. He just fought. He just like
Boxing or UFC?
he's boxing. He literally the guy covers all the shots and he's still getting dropped. And you're like, and they want him to fight. Like everyone's like, oh, he should fight Anthony Joshua. I wish I remembered his name.
Is that the one that
I think I know who you're talking about.
Ward?
I can't think.
No.
I
Shit.
don't remember his name. Somebody sent me it and was like, dude,
He just fought
this
against.
dude's vicious.
He just
I
fought
watched-
like maybe 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it wasn't long ago. Yeah, like it was all
Like two
over.
black
You know,
guys?
YouTube. It was like yeah.
And like both of them got rocked. You
One of the
thought,
guys, like right at the beginning, you're like, okay, well, this guy doesn't look like he's gonna. And the other guy just like throwing straight arm.
I'm trying to think what I can type in
Haymakers.
search.
yeah, I'm trying to think.
But
Of,
heavyweight boxing KO. Literally, it might be the first thing because it was.
I'm pretty sure the freaking Brandon Schaub just had him on his podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brandon Shaw. That one of the podcast?
Yeah, on the Fighter and the Kid.
Shaw. What's that?
The Fighter and the Kid.
Alright.
No, look. The Fighter and the Kid, right there. Hit on there. I don't know if this was a guy. No, that's Donald Cerrone. Okay, no, go up. You see where it says Fighter and the Kid?
Yeah.
No, up. There.
Oh, okay, look back to the channel. Okay.
It was just like recently.
What was this, 2 hours ago?
Oh, cool. Don was just on. Okay. Nope.
Wilder versus Stiverne 2. Type that in. I don't know what guy it is, but that's what they sent me when I watched it.
Yeah.
How do you say that? Wilder versus STI.
It's right there.
Right there.
Yeah. So
Yes,
this
he's
dude
number two.
breaks the guard.
Fuck, I just.
You know how Connor's like, my shots break the guard. No, this.
I
guy
just watched that one, minute and 17
Yeah,
seconds,
right.
the
Yeah,
third
right,
one
the third
down.
one down. I could go up.
Oh, we don't have to watch the whole thing.
Like, and it's like, yeah.
Not that you wouldn't
Here's
want to,
what
but
I
I'm
was
just
like,
saying, like,
Oh,
you don't know how
I don't
long
watch
it-
boxing.
It's because there's not enough of this anymore. But it is all this. And,
No, man. Honestly,
and when I say this, I don't mean like it's ugly.
no.
It's,
I like WWE shit, and then that's why I like what UFC is the closest thing to
Just
like
look at this
fake
guy,
wrestling.
like, no fucks given. Hands down, just fucking
so you know what?
clubbing
And
him.
that's some like guy in the crowd taping it. When you watch it on like the televised version, like you're like, dude, literally.
I don't know though, I'd like to see him go against like a fucking actual sound.
I was
like,
just gonna say Anthony Joshua is way better technique.
yeah, like
It's
look at him, like just coming and just
Those are
fucking
literally-
clubbing him.
yeah,
I'm not
those-
saying he's not good, but I'm just saying, fuck, you get a
That's not his
counter
last fight,
striker,
is it?
like-
Yeah, that's the guy who walked through this. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Anthony Joshua, like
you get someone
Klitschko
that
brother, dude.
fucking fires it right down the pipe as
Yeah.
you're throwing that big
You're
club.
throwing these in.
We're talking about Anthony. You're talking about him versus Anthony Johnson. I think boxing.
Yeah, well, just him versus any fucking actual sound. I guess, well, like, who was that guy that he just fought? I don't know anything about boxing, but
Yeah,
by
you
the
know
looks
what?
of it, I wouldn't say that guy was a
I don't know. Yeah.
top-ranked fighter.
And the guy that lost,
Yeah.
or the guy beating. Yeah, I don't know. I know that fight, that was just some crowd thing. But that fight, I think that KO went viral. Everybody's talking about it for like a week.
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong, like, but like,
I think it was just the more of the power. You're right. It's
yeah, and like standing in the middle of the ring with his hands down and shit, and then all of a sudden just throws a
throw
big
it
fucking,
like,
like,
just sloppy haymaker.
yeah.
Club, really. Yeah. But, and Anthony Joshua was like, yeah, a lot more sound.
Imagine him like that kind of shit versus like Tyson in his like
Yeah.
prime.
Yeah.
You just fall, boom, out. like,
Yeah. He's cocked back like that.
yeah,
Tight
as soon as it cocks
inside
back,
box.
unconscious. Tyson would have already.
Yeah, Mike Tyson.
Not that.
Vicious
Yeah.
motherfucker.
The man.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude.
I think he was my favorite boxer to
Absolutely.
watch for sure.
Hands down.
Yeah,
Well,
starts
I
off
think
pretty
anybody
good.
who likes fighting is a lot
He's
of-
hilarious now, though. I love him. He's a character.
Oh, yeah.
Did you ever
Yeah.
watch his Vegas show? That,
No,
oh, my, like not live. I just mean like.
I was like, did you watch it live?
No, no. I wish. He's another
Yeah,
guy that was
I
killing
seen
in
that.
Vegas when we were there one time.
Yeah.
And I couldn't believe it. There was a girl that we knew, and like her the next day, like, I didn't get to see him. The next day, like she put up her profile picture or whatever. Like she's sitting on his lap at a scraps table. I'm like, Mike Tyson was there. You gotta be kidding me, damn it.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
You watch his cartoon?
No, but I.
He has a cartoon on Netflix there with
Oh, really?
pigeons
Now
and
you-
stuff.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
it's like 2-3 years old. Yeah, check it out.
That's fucking awesome. Yeah, he's hilarious. He's got like that. It's like a Broadway show or something that he did in Vegas. I think they taped
Yeah.
The Undisputed Truth. what it is. He basically tells his life story but makes fun of himself. It's fucking hilarious.
It's on Netflix, right?
Yeah, I think it's on Netflix too.
Yeah, I think I've seen it.
There's another biography on Netflix too, just called Tyson. That's really good too.
Do you guys watch the Notorious biography?
No, I haven't seen that yet. I want to see it. Is it good? Do you see it?
I haven't seen it, but I heard right at the beginning they check it, like they have him like videotaping when he's like cashing his welfare checks and everything.
Yeah, I seen that in a preview. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, get in line. He's like trying to collect my money. Get in line. Fuck off. He's going off. Yeah, that's awesome.
But that's smart though.
Like,
He's
how
like,
would you have video, like to think of that? Like, I'm gonna get
I
video
literally
of
think
me,
that he's like a freaking Tupac.
It's
of
smart,
MMA,
though.
Man. He's just like
It's a good analogy,
he
yeah.
brought up he literally was like, it's almost like he knew that he was going after this and he could do it. And I don't know. Same thing with friggin' another thing they showed about him. It's him training at the Mendes fight. Like before, you know, everyone's always like, you know, coming to this camp, I hurt my knee, or like Cito Ortiz is like, I tore my, like he had so
He
many
was really
excuses all the time. But yeah, he had some real problems with his vertebrae. Or Mike Tyson when he like, I broke my back.
Yeah, I remember.
Final. That's the best video ever. But he was smart enough that he
that
literally
just came up recently, eh?
yeah, like now he's like Connor. Like they have him like on tape, like the doctor being like, "You have no MCL. You can't." Like when he fought Chad Mendes, I don't know if it's ACL or MCL. But it was gone. They're like, "You need surgery. Like you're not fighting. Like you're not fighting." And it shows him like trying anyway on the treadmill. John Kevin, I was like, "He's got no MCL. I don't know what he's doing. Like we're telling him not to. Like he shouldn't be taking this fight. Like but he's Connor. Like you can't stop him. He's still training. He's sparring with Connor and all these guys. Like, and like this is before the fight. Usually you hear about that after the fight."
Yeah.
Which it didn't come out before the fight. He said it out in the post fight. Like,
Yeah.
I knew he was gonna do takedowns. That's why I was trying not to kick. I could go all day, Joe. I could go all day. He's like, well, you did. You look like you got gas. But knee problem, so.
I remember when he fought in Boston when he came back from his knee problem.
Yeah. Who did he fight that time? Do you remember? I don't remember either.
Was it Dennis Seaver? No.
Shit. But he's a yeah man. He was.
Why don't you check out McGregor versus whoever in Boston, 2012, I think.
Maybe it was. Is it when he had those little braids? He fought Dustin Poirier. He fought.
Because wasn't George St. Pierre out for the same thing for his leg?
Yeah, but that's where I don't know. Like I think George's was an ACL or something, but I don't know if it was him. Whatever it was something to do with his knee.
In Boston. In
I
Boston.
know exactly.
Where
what
to
fight
what?
was it a guy from Tough? The Ultimate Fighter that he fought? I think it was.
Max Holloway?
Oh, maybe it wasn't that.
I'm sure if you just put up fucking Conor McGregor and pulled up his like
Yeah,
record,
Wikipedia just wants to look at his record.
look at his record, it'll say who he fought.
Marcus Brimage? Was it Marcus Brimage? Just go down into his record and say martial arts record. No, that's probably wrong. There. Yeah. Oh,
Alderic's
that's
2012.
that's all wrong. Oh,
Oh,
and then see on the right there. Scroll up a little bit, I bet you.
Yeah, go for a little bit. There we go. No, we're good.
Right there, Boston. Boom.
Max
And
Holloway.
No, you're right. Oh, there's a Holloway and Seaver. He fought both of them in Boston.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh. Shogun versus Son. That was quick.
Well, that's why I thought it was smart when they were going to put Dennis Seaver versus BJ Penn, like the first time.
Yeah, that didn't work out either. So who pulled out of that? Was it Dennis? Or was it
Dennis won that one, but they were
No,
supposed
no,
to
the
put,
first time they were supposed to fight, somebody got hurt or something.
yeah.
Was
I
it
think BJ got hurt,
BJ? Yeah. I was looking forward to that.
and then BJ got popped for
Dude.
something.
We watched Frankie Edgar
that
versus
just like
BJ when we were in
wasn't
Vegas.
too long ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he just got popped for IV.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's what it was.
Which is way like, fuck. But it's funny too because like wasn't he on record like when they first like calling people the IV bitches and stuff like that?
Oh man, he's one of the
And
most vocal dudes about people not playing by the rules.
yeah, and like that's what I mean. He called a bunch of people like the IV. Didn't he say that? Like
To the
like,
death,
Yeah.
George. To the death. To the death, George. Yeah.
But I know about
He's a
using
savage,
IVs
though.
and shit. Like he was like bashing people. I thought about it, and then that's what he got popped for. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm pretty sure I heard.
Well, and he was going on that he had permission or some shit. So
Yeah. Yeah, he gave himself like he told them or something.
Well, that seems to be the tricky thing that keeps happening. All these guys, like, it's like they get, well, especially at the beginning when they first started it, you get the permission, they say you can do this, you do that, and the next thing you know, they get in trouble. And then it's hard to save face when, you know, like we're doing, like when we're all sitting back going, no, he cheated after he bitched about it. Like Chael Sonnen, he's like, yeah, very close to being natural. Like he'll admit, like he's been doing stuff as well. But at the same time, he'll also tell you, he's like, yeah, but at that time, I appealed to do this, you know, the right way, and then they told me I could do it, and then as long as it's within these, da-da-da. And then it's so loosely based. It's like when you go to Service New Brunswick, like when I got injured, one person sits down, they're like, yep, we'll cover you, da-da-da, you got your, you know, your blah, blah, you're out, you can't work, we're going to cover you. And then like, to like come back tomorrow with your your record of employment, ROE, then you come back as another guy going, we don't do that, so that doesn't even exist. And you're like, what? It's so loosely based, which was the same thing that he was saying. He's like, they told me I could do it. Then when it came time and they looked at everything, they're like, what are you doing here? You can't do this. He's like, yeah, I brought you guys my form. I showed you all my doctor stuff. He said I could do it. No, yeah, but this is like one thing over, or it's not. And then he got in shit. Thought he's been in shit for a lot more. So he's another guy who popped a lot. Him, Vitor and Brandel, I remember that whole, when we were going to Vegas to watch that fight, it was like one guy got popped, then they made a replacement fight, the other guy got popped, and then the other guy was just like, oh, yeah. It's either.
And now Anderson Silva got popped.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everybody's getting popped. Either
John
go back,
Jones.
Either go back to the Pride days where people are just doing whatever.
I wish.
That'd be amazing.
I love
or if you're super against that, because I know some people don't like to hear me say that, then get on it hard. Like come right out of the gates and do what they're doing now, but like even harder, so that just wings it. It's one of the two. Like, man, it sucks for the people that are like. I get it. It sucks to be the clean guy and fighting a guy who's.
Do you think that maybe their cocaine was like tampered with?
Yeah, that's what they're. That's what freaking Joe Rogan all that saying. Yeah, there was the steroids in the blow. That's what. Someone, I just read that.
Yeah, John Jones. That's what he's using for his case. They're saying that it was cut with that drug.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so.
So there's no cocaine.
Yeah,
It's illegal.
I wasn't doing steroids.
Yeah.
I was doing cocaine cut with steroids, guys.
They're not allowed to test for it.
that reminds me of when Tyson with the rape charges there. He's like, I beat up women. I did not beat her up. Like he's admitting that he would do it or whatever it was. Yeah.
Should they just make separate leagues for every single sport where you can just take whatever the fuck you want?
Especially like right now, like everybody's calling for like these like a senior league, like the guys that want to keep fighting that obviously don't want to fight young bucks, the legends and stuff like that. They're all wanting a league. Like I don't know how much traction that'll gain.
What, senior league?
Yeah, like it's not called a senior league. It's
Allegedly.
let those dudes get on the TRT and like make sure that they can.
I wanted to. So when I was going to buy Elite One, I was talking to Ken Shamrock versus Bakary before Bakary even signed with TKO or ACB, and that was back in August. I think there's definitely money in the older fighters.
Me too. I think that it's just like wrestling. People love the character and they love that person, their personas. Like you get attached to them and their stories, and you root for them and you want them to do it. And a lot of these guys develop so high, and then they're not. Then it's him against some young buck, like, and you're like. Obviously, I'm going for him. But.
Yeah, like when they bring back Hulk Hogan versus fucking, like Chris Jericho. Like, oh my God, who's gonna win? Yeah. Well, obviously the fucking young fuck who's 30 should win against a 65-year-old. But fuck, I want to see the 65-year-old win.
It's wrestling, and this guy's the NWO. Oh, we gotta get Hollywood Hogan, man.
Yeah. Someone that doesn't know like a lot about UFC, so like an outsider looking in, those are the only names that I know.
Who, Hulk Hogan?
No, like those like big name like MMA fighters.
Oh yeah,
you know? So having some type of like elder league, you know what I mean, would probably bring viewers that are in the same boat as me.
Yeah.
Would probably bring
I want to see
viewers.
well, not only the style.
Yeah, like the pioneers of the sport.
Exactly. Especially when they keep fighting, they go to these little smaller shows. It'd be nice if they had somewhere that they could go to.
Bring in Frank Shamrock versus fucking Ken Shamrock. I would like to see that.
Man, you watch that
brother?
like the brotherly blood, whatever.
No.
Dude, Ken Shamrock used to be my favorite. I used to be obsessed with Ken Shamrock.
Well, now you don't like him?
No, I still like him. He's awesome. He's still wicked. It's just now, like, I like different. I used to like him when like the T Ortiz bros and all that. And I still.
That was so embarrassing.
I
for
know,
him, though,
but
for Shamrock.
But to me, I like
his trash talk. Like,
you look good in that suit, Tito. That's all you be doing is wearing a suit.
The third one was sucked.
Oh god, yeah.
It was
the second
hard.
one and the third one are the same. Like the second one, it was like a quick stoppage. The third one was the same thing, except they let it go a little bit more.
Which one did they do the Ultimate Fighter? The third, right?
The second one, it was the first fight was like literally Tito beat down, like his face looked like a marshmallow.
Yeah.
And but Ken landed one good punch against the cage and buckled him. Like Tito dropped, but then got up and took over the fight, the whole fight, and then they put in the towel in between rounds. Second fight, they did the whole Ultimate Fighter segment, which was the same thing.
Yeah.
Like just childish. Like Tito's like, yeah, I'm gonna paint your brush, marshmallow head. He's like,
Tito was really
hey,
good.
Chunky. Like he's just no good shit talking. But he was the man. I still loved him. I liked that he was a hothead. I loved it. I was like, I love it. Man.
Tito was really good with the fighters, though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he was good.
Like as a coach.
Yeah, had the basketball going. He actually checked on. Yeah, Ken was like, we're gonna go golfing. Take it off.
Yeah.
But Ken, man, I still at that point there was nothing deterring me from being chairman. Man, I was like, doesn't matter. You gotta respect him. Like it's all about respect. Don't disrespect him.
Tito versus fucking Chael. I was so pissed with that fight.
Yeah.
I love Chael Sonnen. He's a good trash talker, but in the ring he sucks.
Oh man, I was going for Tito
Like,
on that.
That's the thing. Like, I don't like. It was weird because when Chael was doing the trash talking, like, I didn't like it, you know. But McGregor, man, I love McGregor. McGregor and Cerrone.
He backs it up though.
Yeah, exactly. Those are my two favorite fighters.
John
and there's a little
Cerrone.
bit
Oh,
more
yeah,
real.
I got to see him in Toronto. That was the only reason I went there last December.
Man, I'd love to be able to go out to the ranch and train sometime or something like that. Like, fuck, that'd be sick.
He's a nut. Like he just like has no fear, man.
Oh yeah, like he's fucking.
It's like the definition of like just.
Can you imagine?
He's got a cowboy hat on, drinking a Budweiser, goes to spars.
Man, he's real as fuck too. That's why I like.
Yeah, that's right.
Like he's got a thing on YouTube, and it's like basically tells you what goes through the mind of a fighter. And like this is shit that like other fighters may not say. Like he's like, yeah, I'm in the back room, and like got this one voice in my head telling me I'm a little bitch, and then like. He's just real as fuck.
Oh,
I
is
love it. Like,
I think you told me.
yeah.
That.
Oh man, like I've watched that video so much, like leading up to fights. Like it's just like it's a whole walkthrough of like from when he enters. It's only like 5 minutes long, but it's like him explaining the fight day and like how he explains it, man. Like I find it's
as
like,
a fighter, you're fucking
yeah. Like and like he doesn't sugarcoat, doesn't try to make himself look like a bad motherfucker or nothing. He comes out, he's just like he's like. Fight day sometimes like you're there and like it feels like things aren't going your way, like you just gotta get warmed up and like I don't know, it's just the way he just builds it up of how it is, like he doesn't sugarcoat it kind of thing, and yeah,
because Brandon Shaw was talking about it like 2 or 3 days ago when he used to walk down into the ring. He said he was scared.
He's scared. And Nadine was like, you scared and you some kind of bitch, man. You're scared. I'm like, well, something like, man,
you know what's weird though? Like,
my legs shake and like,
yeah, like I don't even know. Like, there's been not like scared, but like, you get like the butterfly, but then I've had fights too where it's like nothing. Like it's weird. Like obviously, there's been more times than not where you get the nerves and stuff like that, but like there's actually been like a few times when I walked out the cage and it's just like I'm fucking taking a walk in the mall. Like there's nothing. Like, it's only but like and that's another thing too. Like when I fight at 170, I find if I am nervous, I'm like, well, fuck. I fought nowhere of alive. When I fought for LJX in July, I was telling my corner and all that. I'm like, man, I'm so calm right now. Like nothing. Like I'm not nervous. Anything. It was one of those times. I was just. I went back. They do the pre-fight medicals, and the doctors got me hooked up to take my blood pressure and stuff. And he's doing it, and he's just like, you don't get nervous when you fight. Like he didn't clue in. I was like, oh, you know, sometimes maybe. He's like, no, but like fight day, like right now, like you're not nervous. I was like, no, I'm actually pretty calm. And then like I forget what he said, but like he said that the guy asked, like I guess my heart rate was like right low. And like right before I went in, I was telling my coaches, I was like, man, like I'm so calm right now. Like, and it's weird. Like you get times when it's just normal, and then other time you get it where you get the adrenaline like pumping and stuff like that, or you get like the butterflies or the nervousness. But then like it's weird, as soon as you get in the cage, it's all gone. It's just like the build up. Waiting is the fucking
anticipation.
Like, yeah, you just
and it probably comes with experience too. You're getting in there, knowing what the hell's going on.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And like that's why I mean, like now that I've had more fights and stuff, you get to know it more, and like it's more relaxed. But you still do have times when like you get nerves or whatever. But yeah, when I fought last time, and that's another like when I fight at 170, 175, I find I'm a lot more calm because it's so much harder for me to make 170 than it is 185. Like, no word of a lie. Like, when I'm fighting at 185, like, I actually have to, like, I map out or schedule out my weight cut.
Okay.
And I'm still eating healthy, but I'll be eating, like, pasta all the way up until fucking, like, fight week.
Okay.
Because the weight just comes off me. Like I said, like, when I fought Curry the first time, I woke up on weight. Like, 185 small for me. So, like, when I fight for 170, like, I'm doing everything I'm supposed to. Same with when I fight at 185, I do everything that I'm supposed to, but I'm like, 170, I gotta push past it. So, like, I feel like I'm much more prepared. Whereas, like, I'm prepared and I push myself to the limits at 185, but I don't, maybe, like, cardio-wise or something, like, I don't want to push it too hard and then all of a sudden, oh yeah, weighing at fucking 180. Like, if I push myself, like, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm still pushing myself, but, like, I'm not eating maybe as lean or as strict as I do when I fight at 170, so that's not, like, I feel better that way.
Okay.
To touch on what you said too about the surrounding and how you feel, like my vision of it, because like I said, my debut, like we'll see, but even the way that it went that time, I think that the nerves or anxious or fear, whatever the hell the word would be to associate with it, isn't actually about the fight. Like, I don't care. Like we fight.
Yeah.
How many times a week? Like the fight. I've been fighting a lot. I've been knocked. I've had my ass kicked. I've kicked people's asses. The fight is not what it is. It's literally all the things
the
that are just
unknown.
not normal. It's
Yeah.
the unknown. It's the hey, you're going to
That's the
sleep
thing,
at
yeah.
night and you're like, I'm gonna fight this guy that literally like I'm not even.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
he seems
I've
like a
had
cool
fights,
dude.
like I
He's
said,
got
like,
cool hair. Like looks like the right dude, man.
I don't feel nothing until, like I said, like, even weigh-ins, like, so, like, I don't get nervous or nothing. And there's been times where, like, I felt so confident, like, it's nothing the guy has
Well,
that's
even that, going to a
making
weigh-in.
me, yeah, well, not even weigh, but, like I say, come fight day, even if I am starting to get nervous on fight day, like you said, it's nothing about my opponent. It's not my opponent that's making me nervous. It's like the whole fucking unknown.
It's the whole thing. Yeah.
You get in a street fight, it's like boom, it
It's
happens.
over.
You got a reason. You don't like the guy.
For 30
Fucking-
seconds,
yeah,
you think
30
you're the
seconds.
Terminator.
This is like, okay, in 8 weeks from now,
Yes.
you're gonna meet with this guy.
Exactly.
You guys are gonna throw down.
But
So you
before
got,
you
like-
do that, you
Yeah.
have to strip down on a scale, make sure the weight is right. If he's 2 pounds over, then you
Yeah.
probably shouldn't fight.
Your main event,
That
so
doesn't
yeah.
happen.
Your
Any
main
guy
event,
that's
so you're gonna sit in the back room for like
Yeah.
4 hours, and
Get some
yeah,
pads.
it's gonna happen. So like, it's just the build up. That's what it is. Like, maybe some other guys, they're obviously his last opponent. They get scared, and they that's what I mean. It's not scared about your opponent, and who knows? Maybe it wasn't even.
Maybe
about,
it- yeah.
Some people just can't handle it. That's when everybody wants to be a fighter until it comes time to get
Yeah.
in and fight, to do a water cut.
Yeah.
The diet, as strict as it is, like, fuck, that's when I'm like, I don't know, like, I understand, like, everyone can miss weight, like, who knows, maybe one day I might miss weight or whatever, but in my fucking 13 fights, have I ever? No. But, and like I said, I've cut from 220 to 170 in fucking 8 weeks. So that's what I mean, when I hear people like, oh, I missed, but like, how much did you push yourself? Like, especially that fucking Chris Lee clown. Man, 23 pounds overweight.
That is
Like,
crazy.
don't even talk to me about that.
Yeah.
Like, how do you like? There's a like I said, I get sympathy for someone that come in. Oh, fuck, I missed weight by 1 pound. I missed weight by 2 pounds.
Yeah, that's
my
a killer
first
too.
time.
Or your scale's a little off.
Yeah, or
Remember
yeah,
what
well, that's what I
happened?
mean.
Yeah.
Shit happens.
Yeah.
But like to come in and you're 23 pounds, that's not a fucking scale.
No.
Like, come
No.
on. Now.
Mine said I was 20.
Yeah.
No.
I don't understand. Fucking Newfoundland, it shows that I'm fucking.
And I bet you
Yeah.
they hear that sometimes. I bet you. Well, my scale said that. But 1 pound.
Must be a sea
1 or 2
level
pounds
area.
is like- Actually, I had a little bit of a scare this today because my wife runs a daycare or whatever at her house, like an after school program. And one of the parents was there in the scales and he stepped on and they go, your scale's 10 pounds off, eh? I was like, no, it's not. He goes, yeah, it is. I just weighed myself at work. It's 10 pounds off. My heart, what's that? I'm like, oh shit, my heart is just beating. I'm like, you're totally wrong.
First, it's like,
I
wait,
grabbed
wait,
it.
10 pounds heavier or
Yeah,
10
I know
pounds
you're like,
lighter?
am I ahead of the game? Or what? No, I grabbed the scale and friggin' my daughter went, like she rode the roller, so it's set at 10 pounds, and I'm like, oh thank God.
Yeah, you need
But I
to.
already knew it was good anyway.
I show up with this
Count.
fucking guy's house to do a fucking water cut. Oh yeah, no, my scale's in the living room. I was like, alright, cool. We do the first fucking session. And then I was like, fuck it, I'm not opening up the bathroom door. I'll check.
I'm bringing it in.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring it in. So I run it out right quick, get hit. Fucking one of those dial scale.
Like
Like not even digital. Fucking.
Oh.
Like, are you fucking serious? You're like guesstimating, like if it's in between
I
the
move this way,
lines, like.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
He had to go get his scale, which
Yeah.
ended up better for me too because his scale was like, fuck you. We stepped on his scale after. There was that one point, I swear, it was bad. I was dying, and we stepped on the scale. This was my scale, and it was on like tiles, which you gotta be careful if you wear something in the kitchen or bathroom and it's on trees. And it was totally. Anyway, I think it said I lost maybe like a pound, maybe, and like I'm telling you, mentally broken already. Like
And that's for your last one, right?
yeah, and it was, but I didn't. Like, I had lost weight, but it was my shitty scale, and it was where we were weighing, so, like, I was like, when we kept going, we did more.
Yeah, like,
Anyway, I ended up
literally,
getting
depending
under.
how you stood on the scale, like it fucking like moved the needle. I'm just
Yeah.
like, dude.
So the
that
next
is
morning, he
fucked.
comes over, he's like, step on this. Like, boom. And I was under, so I was like, oh, okay, so it went well. Like, and I already knew it went well, like, because by the end of the night, we cut it so that even on my shitty scale, it was saying I was like a pound away. So, like, then going to bed, fasting and stuff, you're going to wake up, you're going to be lighter anyway.
Yep.
And the weigh-in was until freaking. By the time that thing got started, after all the yelling and screaming at that place, like, what time was it? 5 o'clock? 4:30? I think it was supposed to be 4, wasn't it?
I think it only started
was it?
probably like 20 minutes late.
Oh, was it? What time was it supposed to be at?
Which like with usually with fucking MMA shows and stuff, but fucking L-Jacks has started pretty much on time. I was
Yeah.
happy about that. But yeah, it sucks, man. You're fucking waiting and it doesn't start on time, and like half the time it may be like commission or the promotion, but then the other half of the time it is like fighters that fuck up.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like they don't show up on time or they fucking.
And then
They show up and they
stand.
stand around. They don't fill out the fucking paperwork, and you're like,
Yeah.
motherfuckers. Like,
I want to eat.
I'm the last one weighing in. Like I gotta go eat.
That's
Like,
not for me too. I'm like, okay, I'm the second fight on the card. I'm like, sweet. I'm gonna weigh in. I'm gonna eat. It's gonna be nice. Yeah, we're gonna do it flip backwards. So the main event, you guys can replenish right after you're done, and we'll go backwards. So if you're first on the card, now you're gonna be last at the weigh-in. And I was
I
like,
love it.
totally makes sense because these guys are in their spot.
Yep.
But a piece of music. Damn it! I
Well, I
wanna
was so
eat.
happy. Oh, that's what L-Jacks did. They're like, we're gonna go main event first. I was like, fuck yeah! Like, oh man. I,
Well,
was like,
you
I
know
think
what
it's
it
like
does
my
only
last
make
7
sense.
fights have been main event.
I get at a UFC event, they want to build up.
Well, you're on
Or
the
6. My last 6 fights were main event. So fuck. That means like besides that, so 5 times before that, I'm the last fucking guy.
period.
So when these guys come in, that are fucking first weigh-ins and they fuck it up so that it happens late. Like
Yeah.
fuck.
Oh, fuck, eh? So, when you, what do you use to, like, as soon as you're done weighing in, what are you drinking? Pedialyte?
Yeah, I usually like I'll do mixtures sometimes. But yeah, it's usually like Pedialyte, water, obviously. I even sometimes like I'll get like a Gatorade or Powerade too, like just
Okay.
to up everything. But yeah, I'll do like a mixture of the 3 Pedialyte, water, and some Gatorade. Sometimes coconut water and stuff like that too.
What are you going to do for your fight?
Oh, well, see, last time I kind of like, I went and got my water. I had some Gatorade and I had coconut water, some pineapple, but right at the weigh-in scale, my sponsor, Goguen Nutrition, they gave me a bunch of Fit Aid. It's awesome. Great stuff. It's
Where they located? Never heard of them.
They're in Dieppe, Principal West Street or whatever, right across the street from the Good Life, Dieppe Boulevard.
Okay.
Yeah, Goguen Nutrition. Danny Bevins and Sean Richard, they're there. It's an awesome spot, and they are one of the only people that it's an American company. It's called Life Aid Bevco, and they make all these different drinks, Party Aid for like hangovers, and it's all natural, like fucking like health freak stuff, and it's delicious.
There you go,
Fit Aid
Matt. You got something for your hangovers.
There you go, yeah. I'm on a hard kombucha kick and this Fit Aid shit. So this Fit Aid is a recovery plan. That's what it is. Like there's a bunch of
Still not getting hungover yet.
good stuffs in it. There you go, Party Aid. Get some Party Aid if it starts. Anyway, yeah. So that's
They have
literally
kombucha
stepped
there?
on the scale and cracked it and drank it. No, but I'm on a kombucha
Oh.
kick. And, you like kombucha?
I never really tried it.
You gotta try the right one. See, it's one of those dangerous things to play. If you get the wrong bottle, you can why the hell would you
What have
put that in
you? Where you sell it around here?
Well, they sell it at Sequoia. They sell. I get my favorite one is at Shoppers, and there's only two kinds. It's like ginger ale, and the one's it tastes very gingery. I still like it, but if I was trying to get you to like it, I wouldn't give you. I'd give you. It's called Rise, and it's called Rosehip and Hibiscus, and it's delicious. But my taste buds are weird too because I've been eating so clean, not a lot of sugars, and now they sell like.
I thought it has alcohol in it.
Yeah, very, very, very
Okay.
minuscule. Like if you're a pregnant woman, yeah, probably don't do it. But if you're just trying to be healthy, like there's cultures. Like there's stuff like if you make it, my wife made it for me once. It's a nasty process. Like it's basically like eat moldy cheese type thing. Like it forms its own like living organism in the damn thing. To watch it be made is gross, but to go buy it, it's fucking delicious. And it helps big time with your digestive system, so you can digest foods and stuff like that.
Joe Rogan, yeah, I heard about it quite a bit.
I didn't.
Yeah. Hardcore.
I love it, man. Roasted hibiscus, like it's freaking amazing.
Well, now I have
They
to
sell
try
it
it.
at Superstore and Sobeys too, but it's a different brand. And some of them look appealing and they just taste fucking awful.
But it has to have the alcohol in it, right? They make some without alcohol.
Well, there's like, I don't
I'm surprised they'd sell it at Superstore.
That's
It's
why I'm
no,
like
it's kind of like the fucking near beer, like that's
Yeah,
like the
kinda like
grocery
that
store. It's like that. There's
0.5%.
literally like
Oh, yeah?
traces. Like you're not gonna get drunk on it. Like
Yeah.
you can drink. Yeah, you're not gonna like. There's no.
I'll prove you
altering
wrong.
effect.
Drink 50.
Shit, I wanna
I'll get 100 of
them.
them. I'll get a bucket of piss in. I'm good.
I wonder what that would be like to replenish with after holding a kombucha.
Wanna try it?
No.
How about
Safe.
kombucha?
I'll check with the safe. Save that first.
And you'd be like, okay, I'm listening to this podcast all the time. Inside information.
Yeah.
How drunk you're gonna be? Why don't you put that video on of the guy killing himself? Why don't you talk about that?
Oh yeah. Okay. So
On to our next
We're talking
topic.
about kombucha, health drink drinks. Next topic.
Okay, man, shit. Did you watch that video of the guy that fucking killed himself? Let's
So-
check her out.
I can't remember the exact name of the war, but basically this guy, he's
It's
a politician, and he had something to do with defending his country, basically. Okay, so he was charged against war crimes. I'm not really going to go into like why he was charged, right? Because they always say that the winners always write history, right? When it comes to this kind of stuff. So anyway, this guy, he got sentenced to 20 years.
Yeah.
And instead of that, he decided to drink hemlock, which will like completely kill you.
I'm guessing we're about to find out.
Paralyzes like your lungs. You don't actually see him die or anything, but you see him say something like in his own language, and then he drinks it.
Oh.
Oh jeez, he does this like right out
So
of
he
the
does this right
Yeah.
at the fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Right at the hearing.
Obviously, none of these fuckers know what's going on because they're just looking at him like, what, you just took a shot? Like,
Yeah.
When he was asked to take a seat,
he collapsed, probably.
well, he
Oh,
did
no, he-
instead shock the world.
Fuck it.
So he definitely believed that what he did for just cause.
Stop, please
Something
stop.
like that.
Boom. Are they seeing this? You have this on the screen for everybody to see this?
I don't know. I was too into the story here. I'm gonna play that again.
What the
But
fuck?
it didn't show him dropping it. But yeah, fuck, like, I wonder what they's like. Did they even know it was up? Or was it just like, what did he just, like.
No, they had no idea.
They thought he was just doing a
Yeah,
shot.
he just did a show. Okay, I'm going away.
Pussy bombs!
Boom.
Oh god.
There, now you guys get to see it. Okay, seconds after his war crimes of 20 years in
He
prison.
looks like a little
You think? Kevin Spacey
Yeah.
touching all the young guys.
Yeah, fuck.
Even that Matt Lawler from fucking Good Morning America.
Jeremy Piven got in trouble for it too. Not
I like Jeremy Piven, so like when you said you met him, I didn't want to say nothing because I like him.
Oh, I love him, man.
This guy looks like someone you wouldn't fuck around with though back in his day. Like,
This guy
he
here?
looks like
Yeah.
fucking. Even though he's old, he's still fucking got like the chisel, not chisel, but like his
No,
face is
he-
like.
Oh, here, smack the
Yeah.
fuck out of
He's
you.
been through
Yeah.
some shit.
Yeah, he's seen some shit for sure.
You put him against anybody in League One. Sorry, not you.
Yeah.
But no, he looks like fucking what is it, Hulk Hogan, all fucking muscled up.
Yeah, so he didn't really.
Like he's shaking already. Like when he's like, "Fuck, could you imagine?" Like knowing shit's about to go like this. I'm out, boys. Like,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden, oh fuck.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So he died. They didn't save him.
Yeah, no, yeah, he's dead.
Like these motherfuckers don't even seem to care. Like they can tell they don't even know. They're just like looking at him like what.
Sit down, sir.
Yeah.
That's wild.
I wonder if they really thought that he really did it. They're like, no, he's just fucking bullshitting. He ain't gonna die. Come on, breathe.
Yeah.
I don't think you're supposed to look like a Smurf, sir.
Like, even the way he takes, he's like,
Yeah, he's really scared to do it, but I mean, I think anyone
he's
probably.
like, I'm not getting raped in jail. Fuck this shit.
Died in
Dude,
the
we were just talking
hospital.
about fear building up to a fight. Imagine fear building up to taking a shot that's lethal. God, shit, he must be going through.
Crimes against humanity. Fuck. 92 to 95. Oh shit, fuck.
Yeah, that's what he takes.
Oh
Like, weird,
shit.
like,
Absolutely crazy.
Would you have the balls to do it?
Nope. Definitely not.
no.
Definitely not.
No, I saw that video there the other day, so I was like, I gotta bring it up for the podcast. It was crazy.
I think I read he had already spent some time in jail.
For that?
Yeah, close to like 15 years or so.
Really?
And then he gets put on trial again, and it's like, alright, another 20 years, so obviously he's like,
Yeah, he's like, I know what I'm going back to.
I'm
So,
not doing this. Yeah.
Okay. No, fuck yeah. It's like bye-bye.
yeah.
probably won't be seeing anything like that happening again for a while. They're gonna be making sure no one has the ability to.
Oh, they're gonna be fucking checking. They're like, how do you get that by? Like, how have you? If he was in jail, how the fuck do you come from out of jail with that shit?
Some brother
Yeah,
has it.
like hemlock, like you hear about that in like Lord of the Rings or some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's like some ancient stuff.
I never heard of it.
I guess like it starts off, it paralyzes your legs, and then it paralyzes your respiratory system. So probably not a very fun way to go.
Where did we get it?
Hemlock? I don't know, I guess it's part of like the carrot, the carrot family.
Let's grow some. Is it illegal to sell?
Probably.
I'm gonna go with yes, bro.
I'm just curious. If it's a carrot.
Can you imagine that? It'll kill you, but it's legal. But better not fucking touch that weed shit. That shit's illegal.
That shit will make you fucking be happy. Stay away. Oh shit. So guys, it's pretty late night.
Yeah.
Anything else? Anything you guys want to talk about before we close it up?
I mean, December 9th, PKO Kickboxing. This is my little plug.
Low plug, yeah.
Get your plug in.
Me versus
You
Justin Saunders. That's
Facebook
it.
page,
Watch.
anywhere people can see it. Instagram.
Actually, yeah, I heard it. I don't know if I think the fight's going to be streamed. The last one wasn't. I know that the weigh-ins are going to be streamed through Paul Harnish. I'll share that on my thing. So that'll be there as well.
Paul's doing it through Facebook. I'm doing live stream through YouTube on Glovedrop for the weigh-ins.
The weigh-ins, yeah.
I'm doing all of the live streaming. This time, doing live streaming of the backstage interviews
Okay.
of the winners and losers.
Share that too.
And I'm not quite sure what they're doing.
What's going on for the fight?
Yeah, I'll talk to him to see if I can, what he's doing. If he's not doing nothing, then I can stream it,
Be cool.
the fights. Because what they fucked up last time is you can't do nothing with music. So you only
Yeah.
can film the fight itself.
Because the walkout.
Yeah, unless they're gonna have
Copyright
like
They better not
charges
do
and
that.
shit.
I know what you're about to say. They better not even do that. Because that shit would not go well with me.
get their
Generic
own.
music.
Yeah.
They messaged me that about no kickboxing. I'm like, no. You guys mess with my weight. You mess with my butt. All this stuff, and now you're telling me I'm coming up to some dude on a keyboard? It ain't happening. Like,
Well,
no.
no. Well, not that like that.
Oh, put it over it. Is that what you mean? I'm down for that.
No,
For the broadcast.
what they need to do is if they have a selection of songs of like of independent artists.
Oh, okay. And then you pick one.
You pick from an independent artist.
That's better, but it still sucks. What I think they should do is like when you buy Pride or UFC DVDs or whatever,
It costs too much money for them. They're only
just to put their music over it. Like when they're coming out, like on the thing, if you were to just
to do it on the
like right
live
now, If you
stream.
wanted, could you mute us?
No, but
while I'm
live
talking?
stream.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is this live right now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Couldn't he mute me right now?
That's what I was gonna ask.
Why wouldn't
Yeah.
they just mute while they walked out so you're seeing it, and then when they get in the ring, you hit play, and then the music's over. And they
Maybe
fight?
maybe they're gonna. I don't fucking know. I don't work for them.
Yeah.
Maybe they might do it next time.
I don't know.
If they're watching this, they
Andy,
might come
you
out.
have
I didn't think they could.
No, but seriously, yeah. So Anyway, December 9th, so that's it. Game plan. If someone goes to sleep, that's the game plan. You know, we'll see what happens.
And then everything goes good. Well, you're planning on doing MMA anyway, right?
Yeah, 100%. Doing whatever comes up, really.
Yeah.
Whatever intrigues me. Yeah.
I'm freaking hoping for spring. Now, since January's not happening.
I'd love to get on the card with him. Like,
Yeah.
Is Alderic doing anything before Elite One, or
I don't know
are
the
they
Alderic.
talking?
I don't know the Alderic date. I just know apparently, like I think they're playing something in the spring. And Elite One, they announced theirs is April. So I told Elite One to start looking for me. I'm going to tell Alderic to look for me if they have one too. Like I'm gonna put my name out there because they gotta get something. Like fuck.
Well, hopefully they're gonna, because was it Nova Kickboxing and Andy? They're talking now, so they're not gonna put their shows.
Close.
Like
So close.
yeah, like
I
you're
might
saying.
even try to get like a kickboxing or a Muay Thai fight too. Like I'd like to do something like that. I think too. So like I said, I'm gonna try to get on the MMA. Hopefully spring has one, but like I want to really try to have like an active year. Like is it like 2017? I thought like I got married this year. Even with that, I figured I'd have like at least 3 fights. I had 2, and then I was supposed to. If I had been on the November card, I would have had that 3. So 3 fights plus getting married. You know, pretty good year. And instead, it just turned up to 2. But yeah, next year I want to have at least 3 or 4 fights. Like
I know they're doing well. Andy was talking about doing one with Elite One, the collision course again in May.
oh yeah.
Is that the kickboxing and MMA together?
Yeah.
That'd be sweet.
There we go. So again,
Big
do an
time.
MMA fight in the spring, and then hit me up for some kickboxing or
Sweet.
whatever. I'm down. Like I said, striking's my thing. So
That's why I was like, I had to ask you because I knew that you were more of a striker. That's why I was
Yeah.
like, did he only do MMA and no striking
no,
yet?
I've only done MMA. I thought about boxing a bit, but I like throwing like knees and kicks and stuff like that too. So
Okay.
I think I'm gonna put my name out there for the next pro kickboxing. Hopefully, like I said, if it was May, that'd work out pretty good because hopefully I could get a fight in March or April and MMA, and then have a kickboxing and go back to MMA again. Hopefully for like June or something.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
So your goals are still trying to make it to the UFC and like the big leagues?
Yeah, no, for sure.
You're doing this for like a living, right?
Yeah. I work through this summer too a little bit. I do some like landscaping and stuff like that. And just fighting. I did train people for a little bit too.
Okay.
And now really I've just the last couple of years just been working on landscaping in the summer and then trying to get fights.
So where can they get a hold of you?
And
So if they-
sponsorship, I guess I should say. Again, shout out to Supplement King and All Max Dental Health Center. They're my like I got other sponsors. They always come in on for fights, but
okay.
like those guys all year round kind of thing. So definitely
Nice.
shout out to Supplement King and All Max and Dental Health Center. Any fighter in the game, if you want a good mouth guard, definitely check them out.
Are they local?
Best mouth guard, yeah, they're Moncton. Best mouth guard I've ever had. Like
Okay.
he's actually like he's got degrees. Like that's why he's a dentist, but he's got like he goes to Brazil and stuff like that for seminars and
Oh,
stuff
shit.
like that. Like he's actually I guess he's done seminars with Anderson Silva's mouth guard guy. Like,
Okay.
yeah, he knows his like he's got it like he specializes in mouth guards and stuff like that. Like it's crazy. Probably like he can literally he'll put it in and he gets me like put my arms out. And he'll pull me forward, and I put the mouth guard in, man. Like he can literally, like he almost lifts himself up on my arms. Like it gives you more structure. Like
Oh yeah.
definitely. And yeah, I can't say enough great things since I started doing this mouth guard, man. Like it's a big difference.
Fuck yeah.
That is like,
Yeah. So, yeah.
So in jiu-jitsu, do they use mouth guards and stuff like that, or no?
I think so. Yeah, in the tournaments, I'm pretty sure they use. Yeah. So if you do jiu-jitsu tournaments and
All
stuff
of
like
that.
that, or even like basketball, like hockey, they all.
So he takes
He
care
does,
of all
yeah,
that.
he does like
Fuck yeah.
I don't know if he still does, but he was doing the university UDM hockey team.
Okay.
And all that. Yeah. So and I know he does like he's been telling me about like other university teams he does stuff for too. So like yeah, no, he knows his stuff for sure. So
If any promoters want to get a hold of you guys,
yeah, hit me up on I got Facebook. I've got a fighter page and I have a personal page just under Alderic Keith. Send me a message. it's weird on my Facebook page, fan page. I don't know if it shows to everybody. It says I got like a 50% reply rate. And it's weird, like, cause I reply to everybody, but I don't know if it's like someone will send me a message, I'll reply to them, and they'll say thank you. Or maybe they'll say like no problem. They'll send like a thumbs up, like I'm not gonna have a friggin' message battle. So I don't know if like there's times they'll send the last message and I don't reply. So that's the only thing I can see. Cause I always reply. So yeah, you can either send me a Alderic the Coroner Keith on Facebook, or just look me up Alderic Keith and private message me, or I got Instagram too. But obviously on Instagram, I'm not really gonna send a whole. I'm probably more active on the Facebook, more for messaging. So
Okay.
yeah.
What I started to do, I linked everything to Instagram.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
well, that's what. Whenever I post stuff on Instagram, yeah, I'll share it on my Facebook and on my Twitter.
I guess you're so used to it now that I forget about sometime about Facebook, and I'm
Yeah.
like, because everybody's messing me on Instagram now. So I'm like,
Okay, yeah. Well, yeah, that's what I mean. If I get a message on Instagram, I'll obviously.
Oh,
reply,
yeah.
But yeah.
I want Facebook to be gone one day. Just
It's
Instagram
so
and
weird.
Twitter.
I find the whole concept so strange that like Facebook came out first, and then fucking Twitter came. So you had a platform that you could fucking make statuses, post videos, comment, post pictures, everything.
Yeah.
And then so that's already out, and then fucking Twitter comes along. It's like we're
There's
gonna
a
do
fraction of
just
it, yeah.
statuses. Let's just do statuses. Fucking
And
everyone else was
hashtags.
You
like,
can't even put a long one.
yeah, we got
Hashtags.
hashtags, motherfuckers.
Yes.
Facebook allows for too much debate. You can write too much on it.
I was
Yeah.
on Twitter since
Like, you get
2007.
limited. Like Facebook's like
10
unlimited.
years.
Twitter's
Yeah,
like
man.
no limits, bitches, and everyone's like, yes, this is what I want.
I have on my Twitter picture is me, Dana White.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I got a picture of Dana
Yeah, I got like I said, I do post on Twitter and stuff like that, but a lot of my Twitter stuff is like Instagram stuff or like Facebook. Like I don't know, I just
No original content for it.
yeah, like I don't know. My two main goes are Instagram and Facebook, but I kind of got the Twitter account just for the media side of it. Like
I find Twitter is an American thing, and I find around here in Canada or Maritimes for sure, it's a fucking Facebook.
yeah,
You know what he just said is legitimately what like everybody's talking about Instagram, I'm like, you're on Instagram, but Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff, I'm like, in my head, I'm like, well, it's all on Facebook. Like,
yeah.
maybe I'm not just advanced enough with the media, but like to me, I only need one. But
Like
now
Snapchat,
everybody's
I'm so
talking
fucking
about
happy
Instagram.
that like
Well, no-
Snapchat isn't something that sponsors wants because oh my god, my wife's like Snapchat. Which is cool with my daughter and stuff. We have fun and stuff.
Yeah, I do that too. I'm
Every
sorry,
now and then
it's
she'll
not
like, oh,
really-
here, you're gonna do Snapchat. So I'm just like, yeah, do it. I'm like, you're not posting this. In Facebook, like, I don't. Oh fuck yeah, I'm so happy because, like I said, the Twitter, there were some sponsors were like, yeah, no, it'd be nice if you had a Twitter account. So I was like, all right, cool. I'll dread the day if they were just like, yeah, you know, you should make a Snapchat. I'm like, no, fuck.
No.
Please no.
I think that's old. I think that's going out.
Yeah. Let's hope so. Because, yeah, I don't want to make a Snapchat. My wife's mentioned, you want to try Snapchat? No. No interest in it. No, thank you.
But the UFC is obsessed with Twitter.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
Like, so it's
yeah.
like, for me, I'm like, I look at fighters. Anybody who says wants to be in the UFC,
It should be on Twitter.
you have to be on Twitter right
Oh,
away.
yeah.
Yeah.
If that comes out of your mouth, you gotta be on Twitter because
Instagram.
why? They don't want people that are not promoting themselves.
Exactly.
And that's one thing I find, like with the fighters, like any fighter, if you're not promoting yourself,
Who's gonna?
who like UFC,
I agree with
Bellator,
that.
they're not gonna want you.
I have some people thinking I'm promoting too much. But I'm like, dude, you guys are fucking crazy. Why wouldn't you do it?
No, you need to. Look at fucking what's it, Pat? The one that fought Daniel Cormier with the short notice, Pat Cummings.
Pat Cummings. It's Cummings.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Like-
he was working in a coffee shop,
yeah.
and then he started talking shit.
You need to have that type of thing,
Yeah.
and he had history, so that worked out
Yeah,
good.
it did.
Oh, you have to have a
Wrestling.
following. You got a following and stuff, and it makes shit a lot more easier for you.
100%.
Yeah.
Not only with that, with freaking sponsors, man. Like,
Oh yeah, for sure.
honestly, I got lucky that way. Like, I have a lot of people who support me and stuff like that just with what I do because of,
Yeah.
work and knowing people and obviously other fighting and all that stuff. But like, I approached my work and that was it. The rest approached me, which was awesome. But it would be pretty low of me if I wasn't doing anything. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta promote yourself. Like, you gotta,
Yeah,
you
Oh,
gotta
yeah.
those things up, man. Like, you gotta.
for sure. Yeah.
Like, I don't know why you wouldn't if you're gonna fight and you want people to watch you fight. Like,
Yeah.
some people are like, no, man, I let my fighting do the talking. that's the idea for sure. Do that, but
Yeah, you still gotta build
you still should
yourself,
let people
yeah.
know that fight is happening.
Yeah.
Oh
That
my
they-
God,
once
yeah.
you do, you're talking what you're fighting, man. Like,
Yeah, no, you don't have to talk shit just to be
No,
able to hype a fight.
that's the one good thing about a fight. Anything you say, like right now, if I called him out or called him a bitch or anything like that, I got to answer for that. He's gonna. That's
It
why.
doesn't matter what you say. At the end
You
of
know
the
what I
day,
mean?
we're
At
gonna
the
find out
end
who
of the
can
day,
fucking
if
bang
you-
better
yeah,
that
exactly.
day.
Who's gonna win the fight? Then that's cool. That's probably the best part about it, really, is that you keep promoting, you do all this stuff, and win or lose, like the whole you're going through with
Is
it.
he younger or older than you?
He's only 23, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's younger than me. His chin's probably still pretty intact.
Is it both you guys are both like first fight, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that's cool though.
Yeah, no, it's good. I mean, I went through a little bit of heavy trying to find my first fight. I've been ready, wanting one for a while, and then first one, it was like, yeah, he's got no experience, but then we found out he had like, upwards of like 20 boxing fights, and they just kind of left that out. Then another guy was like, yeah, we got to fight for you at 170, da da da. Then my coach was like, you're not doing the first fight at 170, you're crazy. Because that's why I was taking that 185 fight with Nathan. He's like, you're way, and that was when I was 220. So he's like, you're too big to be making 170 just on your first thing. Like, let's do this right. Okay. And then the third one was, the third one was actually someone I asked for, and he was busy with school and stuff like that. So and he just had a new baby, so I told him to just do that. So I'm gonna get that too, 2 years old. But still, I know how hectic that can be. So I was like, okay. And then after that, I literally gave a list of people. And it was just something like, this is with both promotions. Like, I was just trying to fight. And like, I know it must be hard to find people, especially at the weight. I find there's a lot of lower class people. There's not a lot of people there walking around at once.
No, they're all fucking small, eh?
Everybody's small, I know. That's why I'm like, shit, I gotta cut weight. Either that or I'm fighting these monster people. So,
Yeah.
yeah. So that's what, anyway, finally, they offered this, and I was like, yeah, this guy's making his debut too. And I was like, sweet. And I brought it to them. They're like, yeah. I'm like, well, he does have like a little bit of an extensive karate background and doing that. And I was like, that's fine. Yeah, that's okay. It would have been okay if he had a record. Like I said, I still said okay to the 20 because of the 20 fight boxing fights. It was them that said no, and it probably was a smart thing. But like me, just wanting to do it, I was like, well,
Yeah.
then let's do this. Because in my head, it's not a obviously don't do this if you don't want to win. You should be doing everything you can to win. But to me, it's like I just want to do. Like I want to fight. Like, it's like obviously you're training to win and you're gonna fight to win. But like if I fight good and I lose the fight, if I know that I did everything I can, then I'm not gonna be happy. But I'll be a lot happier than if you go out there and you weren't prepared or whatever, or you didn't want to do it or whatever. Like I want to fight. I want to fight. Like, that's fine. I'm still not about the last one. It's hard to get over that.
Yeah, like it's crazy like how much politics and like outside shit. Like people wouldn't think how much stuff's in with fighting, and like he's seen like like I said, my nephew, so we hear like tell him about all the fucking shit that I have to go through or that happens, and like he was on the outside seeing in.
Okay.
And it's so fucking weird because like I've had weights change on me at the weigh-ins. Like the promoter, like, oh sorry, we fucked up, and we sent him heavier. Just but him it was lighter. So like my opponent showed up overweight, but on his contract it showed that he was overweight. All right, it showed that he could show up 5 pounds heavier than me, and I've had other things go wrong. And like his first fight, like he's like dealing with all the shit right away. Like,
yeah, just right.
yeah, it's just like it's like a
Dumb it
reality
all on
check. It's like, yeah, now you see what I've been going through. It sucks that it's your first amateur fight and you're going through fucking buddy pulling out like day of getting fucked around about the weight. Like
The silver lining is that at least I went through the weight cut and at least
Yeah.
I showed up and at least I dealt with all the things you got to deal with to get there. And I was ready to go.
so, yeah, you've at least taken the fucking bad. So you know the shitty end of it. So now
Yeah.
it's time to. But yeah, it's just bad luck for him. But like that's the thing. Like so many people don't know. Like.
Dude, I
the
thought I knew.
actual
I clearly don't.
politics or like shit behind him fighting, man. Like there's, I'm not even gonna get into it because like I said, then you step on people's toes.
Yes.
But, like, man, it's crazy. Like it's not just. As a fan, like I said, if I wasn't in, I wouldn't know it either. But it's not just okay. We show up, we fight. Like there's so, like I said, like there's people like I said, sometimes you get blacklisted for fighting for an organization,
Yeah.
or like you get blacklisted for like, come on,
That's
like,
petty shit.
yeah. Like I don't know.
Even
Like,
with the fighters, though,
I could
think-
see if you go and you talk shit about an organization or something,
Well,
and you're
then-
black, then yeah. But I mean, like, I'm here to fight. So if an organization offers me a fight, and you have a problem with them, like, just, and like I said, I'm not saying it's happened to me, like, but I've seen people
Yep.
that it's happened to where you've heard of it, and it's just like, because like I said, obviously, and I'm not talking about Elite One. I fought with L. Jackson. Now I'm trying to work with Elite One.
Oh, yeah.
With them, but like, I've seen it happen where like you fight with another organization and then you blacklist you for one thing, or like even training sometimes, like fuck, like it's just I don't know, there's a lot of stuff that goes into fighting mentally and physically, and even like politics, like obviously not like politics, but
No,
like
100%.
within like
Yeah.
It's like what we talk
Yeah.
about, even with fighters. Everybody like wants to jump around and say, "I'll fight anybody anywhere," but like in reality, even the best guys, like it's got to be a business, like not business move, just this. I
Yeah.
mean, like you need to be smart. Like you're not doing this to just be a tough guy.
yeah,
If you know what I mean, like you got to take fights that make sense. It doesn't mean they have to be gimme fights.
yeah, no,
It
exactly,
just needs to be a fight that makes sense at that time.
yeah,
100%. You'll never hear that kind of anybody, anywhere, anytime. No, I'm not saying that ever. That's not, like, if the fight intrigues me, I want to do the fight, then I'm all over it. Like, let's do it.
Well, that's what I mean too. Like it's matchups. Like there's fights. Like yeah, there could be fights that are offered that you feel you can win and stuff. But it's not like I like having exciting fights.
Yeah,
so
well,
there's,
for
like,
you, you're a
this thing
stand-up
like
guy.
that.
If a guy wants to come in and is, like, just straight jiu-jitsu, let's say, or something like that, I'm sure that you'd be more excited if they're like, yeah, we got this guy who's da-da-da-da,
Yeah,
and he likes to stand in the pocket, and da-da. Like, you're going to be like,
like I said, I know it's
Sweet.
MMA and there's
We're gonna
wrestling
Yeah.
and stuff in it. I'm all for like
Yeah.
wrestling and MMA, but I just hate it when it's like if you're gonna wrestle, like do it to advanced position or do it to actually like move towards finishing a fight. Don't just do it for points.
Okay, yeah.
But
point fighting, baby.
yeah,
Yeah, fight to finish, whatever way you want to finish.
yeah.
but
So that's
fight
what I
to
mean. Like
finish.
it's a business, and a lot of people when you look at it like that, like each fight you're testing something new usually, or like you build your way up the ladder. You're not gonna go and start from like the first level and your very first fight take on fucking
Exactly.
champion of the UFC guy. Like,
Especially when it's a,
build
what
it
have you done for me lately sport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah,
lose two
yeah,
fights
so many
and you're
people
like,
say,
that guy
yeah.
shouldn't be doing this.
You're good
You
in
should
your last-
retire.
Yeah, Vanderlei Silva like took out everybody, and then like he'd lose a fight. His chin started to go, and they're like,
Yeah.
he never should have did this work.
Vanderlei should have retired fucking 20 years ago.
But yet he still somehow would be gunslinging with like he's my favorite, so I'll just defend him to the death.
What do you mean? He just lost against fucking Chael Sonnen.
Yeah, but that's what he's talking about. Like, that was chops Chael held on to do it. Chael won the fight. If you like MMA, if you're in a midfield, 100%. But I don't know. That fight sucked.
Yeah, man. I love George St. Pierre and Ben Askren. No.
GSP and Ben Askren, is that what you said?
yeah. Ben Askren. Well, that's what I love to see. Ben versus fucking George.
Yeah, Ben wants that, yeah. For sure. I don't know, Vanderlei for me, like fucking, like to fight Brian Stanley, like, yeah, when he draws you into these
No.
wars, like just a
Vanderlei was amazing on steroids.
yeah, probably.
And then off of steroids, he was not the same.
He was hit or miss.
Yeah.
That's
And
what
same with
happened.
Rampage when he
Yeah.
did the fucking slam to Arona.
Yeah, that
Was a
crazy.
fucking amazing in Pride.
That was crazy.
And then he got off the juice. Vitor Belfort, TRT Belfort was the
He's probably
bomb.
the best example right there, Belfort.
Henderson maybe. When Henderson
Yeah,
was on it
fuck.
with Bisping,
Knockout
fucked him up.
power just disappeared. Or never mind. I thought you were talking about.
Ben Henderson?
No, I don't even know. I fucking just Big Rig.
Johnny Hendricks,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know what the fuck I did.
He ain't on steroids no more. He was with George.
Fuck.
He fucked George
He's knocking
up,
out
fuck.
everybody, and all of a sudden USADA comes in and he has like a knockout sense.
Yeah, he
But
can't
at least
make
the thing
weight.
with Vanderlei, he's never took, like, all these guys are like, they changed their whole thing, their fighting, their everything. Vanderlei still stayed in pretty decent shape, not yoked up like in Pride, like that was
Yeah.
fucking like pro wrestling yoke. But
You would probably
still
take
stood in
it.
the pocket and like, he's got the same game plan every time. Doesn't have the greatest chin.
He was taking it in Pride.
No,
I mean, he was
no.
taking the UFC.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like, when this whole thing wound up happening, he started taking
Oh,
his
yeah.
losses and King America, like when he fought Chuck Liddell, like, that looks like two different human beings. Like him all yoked up, doing the mad dog stare, shaking around, and then him coming over like just like
Yeah.
But it was still, that's one of my favorite fights ever. That was wild, like bleeding from the ears, like just standing both of them. But yeah, Vanderlei, you knew what he was getting into every time, so it was your own damn fault if you wanted to trade punches with him. He's got a poor chin and he can hit like a truck. And then these guys would still be like, oh, let's try banging with him, and it would go back. But Chris Levin put him to sleep. I have Vanderlei shorts that he wore when he fought Levin. I got him from Vanderlei at his gym. Signed him and all, there's still blood on him. But yeah, that was like 32 seconds. Levin knew, he's like, okay, well, he comes with all these huge, I'm going to come straight down the pipe with uppercuts and straight punches. Put him away pretty quickly. Smart striking. But all these other guys that are like, well, we'll just try to bang fest with him, like Brian Stan, Keith Jardine, and all. Well, what did you think was going to... Like, you could have got lucky and had it happen, too, but, like, you literally just did the one thing he likes to do.
Yeah.
The one thing. Like, you could have did any other way and probably beat him, but you just stood in the pocket and threw hooks with him. Like, he's a madman when it comes to that.
Oh, one of the best.
Yeah. Probably a little past his time, but still.
Yeah, well, that's a lot of Bellator then.
Yeah.
That's almost everybody in the fucking heavyweight title fight.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't throw
Well,
him in that fucking heavyweight
I saw
thing.
like a meme of it or whatever. It was like starting to look more like a retirement poster.
Oh, no, I see
Like,
that too.
it showed like all of them as
I've
like
seen that.
All former UFC
Yeah.
fighters.
The thing that hurts me the most is the Fedor. Like he's still like he's a bad man. He's always been-
Frank's going to win the whole
I
tournament.
was just gonna say, and then you got
who's going to Frank
Frank
really?
Mir, yeah. I'm trying to think of is there any big ass power hitters that you might have to go?
Submission, who killed them all.
Yeah, 100%. I'm just trying to think. Like, there's no.
Roy Nelson.
Carwin's trying to get in there too, isn't he? I don't think they'll let him in.
I think it's done now. I think he might be like an alternate, yeah. But I think they should have Roy McDonald as the alternate.
Yeah, me too. Shane Carwin's the last time he was.
Roy will kill people.
Roy's a psycho. Yeah,
Canadian psycho.
you're right. Him and Robbie Lawler. There's my other favorite fighter, Robbie Lawler.
He thinks that Robbie
That
was on
a sick
steroids.
fight. Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
Like he's going hard on it.
I know he's all over it. I don't know. Like Robbie just doesn't. Maybe he is.
He didn't like tippy toed. He said he was on steroids. So if he's saying it,
He must have some intel or something.
well, I mean, come on. I don't know about this gyms, but everybody knows what goes on in gyms.
Oh, yeah, people know.
Everyone. So there's no way. Like if he's saying it, he must know it for real.
But the only thing that makes me think that maybe not is because his reasoning. I wish he would say like I heard that, but his reasoning was like I hit him with way too many shots and he kept coming forward. Like, well, some people are just fucking. Some people can do that. I don't know. You were doing it too. Like
I
Roy
wonder.
was taking those shots too, coming forward. Really?
Oh, maybe he takes steroids too.
Yeah, I don't know. No. See, that's where I don't think it plays in as much. But I don't know. Like maybe it does fuck with you being able to take a shot. I don't know. Like, I know obviously your physique, your performance and stuff.
Here, let me take a shot. I'll let you know.
Yeah. No, we're done.
Yeah.
Punch me in the face right
Stick it
now
right
and
in
then
the
I'll
chest. Punch me in 2 weeks.
What do you mean? It takes 18 hours to kick in, motherfucker.
But yeah, that was a sick fight though. Robbie Lawler.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Roy McDonald's fighting, I guess, in January for the belt.
Oh, is he? Shit, who's he fighting? Who's the champ right now? That
Lemus, is it?
Liam Neeson or Liam Neeson?
Isn't that an
The
actor?
Yes, it's some guy from fucking. I messed up. Liam McGeary or something. Is he even the champ still though?
We'd be on the UFC
Oh, you
side.
know who it might be? It's Buddy.
Bellator.
Yeah, and you know who the champ is? Didn't his brother win?
You go check it. Don't listen.
Lima.
What?
Lima?
Isn't that what I said?
Oh, I thought you said Lima. Or wait.
Is it Lima? Oh, I thought you
You
said
said
Lima.
Lima. No, did you say Lima? Why did I say? Oh, I thought you said Liam. That's why I said Liam. Yeah.
Maybe.
Not Diego Lima. It's the other Lima guy. Douglas Lima. or something.
Yeah. Roy McDonald, there you go. Didn't see him having a fight?
Douglas, yeah, it's Douglas.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were. That's for the dog. All Daly's bad too. He beat him.
Yeah. Remember Paul Daly when he fucking went against
Fast check.
yeah, that was cool.
That's crazy.
I was going for cost check when he went against when he went against George St. Pierre.
Yeah, so was I actually.
At the Bell Center, I was there.
You were there, that's...
Yeah, I was wearing a cost check, a yellow shirt.
That's awesome.
Yeah, not really. I thought for sure I was going to get killed if he would have won.
Yeah, you're...
I don't know if it was that fight or was when he fought Diaz, was that in Montreal too?
Yep.
There was one of those fights when I was down at TriStar training, and I think it was the Diaz one. And St. Pierre did like an extra meeting or like seminar for the UFC, or at least this is what I was told. And he got like the skybox, like to watch the fights, like there's skyboxes where you have like your own fucking like butler and shit, and, like free food, free drinks, like everything. Fucking, he got an extra one given to him. And this is what I was told from him doing this. He gave it to the fucking fighters at the dorms. So I was at the fucking dorms, and we got free fucking a box suite to watch the fucking fights.
No
That was
way.
the sickest time ever. Like Vegas, like yeah, the atmosphere there was like more crazy, but like man, it was so sick. Like box suite, watching the fucking St. Pierre fight, and he gave it to us like for the dorms. We were just like, yeah, all the guys in the dorms. Ryan Ford was there at the time. Fucking, we all got to go.
That's cool.
Watch the fucking.
I was there for that fight too.
Yeah. I was for both of them in Montreal, the Koscheck and the Diaz fight. I think it was the Diaz fight that happened.
We watched Koscheck fight Woodley. I was going for Koscheck in that fight too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we watched Robbie Lawler versus Rory McDonald. I don't know, were you there for that one or no? I might have been there. No, that was the same card as Johnny Hendricks.
No, I wasn't there.
Yeah, Robbie Lawler.
You watched that live?
Yeah, and you know what, dude? We bet a bunch of money. Me, my dad, his buddy. We put a bunch of money on Robbie Lawler to beat Rory McDonald. And that was when Robbie was just starting his resurgence. Like he wasn't. Everyone was like, Rory's gonna walk through Robbie Lawler. That's what everyone thought. He was a huge underdog in Vegas too in the first fight. And we bet on Chael Sonnen to lose to Rashad Evans, and it was either that fight or the fucking. Anyway, everything that we bet came true, and then we get down to the Hendricks GSP fight, and we bet Hendricks, and I'm telling you, like the whole place was like saying, "Oh, Hendricks won the fight." Hendricks won. We're losing it. We're like, holy, we just won so much. Like we're pumped, and there's people being like, "Aren't you Canadian? Like what's wrong with you?" Like we're like, and we're in Vegas, and then they're like, "And still." Oh, I heard it, man. And like obviously I like GSP money. But I mean, like the money, dude. I was like, no. We were just looking at the odds and took that.
I like George St. Pierre more at 185 than I did at 170.
Yeah.
Like when he was more like standing up in this fight.
Yeah, he looks good.
He did do good, yeah.
Yeah. But
He
when
did exactly what when they were saying, George come back and going, you Canadian, you better be going for George St. Pierre. I'm like, I'll tell you what. If George St. Pierre finishes him or fights to finish him or like if it's anything like that, of course I want to go. That'd be awesome. But if he's like protecting win or point fighting win like that, I don't want that back. I don't want that. Like he should do that if that's what the way to win. Like do whatever you want. But as a fan,
yep.
I want what he did was perfect. Like to me, like he beat up Michael Bisping, dropped him, submitted him, put him away at a weight class higher, came back, took that title. Like it's just a perfect. Everything's just perfect about it. I didn't want him to come back, start getting a little peppered, and hold on to like a bunch of takedowns. That's what I was doing. I was just I was just like, if it goes to the decision, I'll just and I don't want to see a decision fight again with George, which is unfair to say because he's the best. He's so technically sound. He's amazing. I don't deny that, but I wanted to see what he did, so it was sweet. It was just fucking awesome.
Fuck yeah. No, and then Bisping got lost.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Robert Whittaker will be a different story, though. I'm sure with George, that's a totally different fight.
Supposed to happen in March or April.
Yeah. Whittaker, man, he's a world beater. Like, dude, he is a bad man. Like, you seen, like, Yoel Romero couldn't take him down.
Yeah.
Yoel Romero can't take you down. And then standing up, obviously.
I think George can do it.
Oh, no, George St. Pierre, absolutely. The man at it. I'm not saying he can't. I'm just saying it just shows how serious of a dude.
I think George should be like Ben Askren, and well, I hate the style, but just hold him down, keep him win.
Do what you gotta do, man. 100%. I get that out of a stay at the top thing for sure, especially with the money. keep wanting to make more losers.
Well,
I'm just being that drunk guy in the basement. He's like, God damn, why are they wrestling? Rolling around. Like,
there's two naked guys rolling on the ground, Martha.
you always hear that. It don't take skill. Oh, yes, it does. Or when they're like, you go to an MMA, this is what pisses me off so much. The last fights we were at. Mark Cabera was on the card. Like, it's literally the last Elite One.
Yeah.
At the casino. And,
November the 4th?
yeah. And we were there.
No.
I think it was.
Yeah.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah, mine wasn't. Anyway, yeah, so then we're.
I fucked up on your date.
Yeah, that's what just kicked in when you said that. I knew it wasn't a phone when you said it. I was really confused. Anyway, so you'll see these people like wrestling. There was one time where buddy, remember the guy he's a jiu-jitsu guy. He's fighting for the title. I think it was the amateur title. And he like bear crawled up buddy's back.
Was it Jericho versus
No.
Then it was Corey Forsyth.
Corey Forsyth fight.
Yeah.
Okay, there was a point in time where they hit the ground and Corey was trying to pull out free, and Buddy, like, literally, it was like so perfect, inverted triangle. It was like everything was positioned. It just wasn't deep enough. But as soon as he put it in it, this table was sideways. Like, stand him up. This is bull. And I'm like, he's in a fucking submission. Like, Corey obviously got out of it. They did their thing. Like 5-1 and whooped ass. It was awesome. But not that I didn't want them to stand up or I was against Corey. But I was like, dude. Like that's so annoying. Like, when you follow it and you see, like, obviously everybody wants to stand up and fight and all that stuff. Kickboxing great, MMA's great and all that stuff. But yeah, there's times like just because they're grappling doesn't mean they have to be stood up. Like there's times it's when you're not advancing your position, you're not trying to do something, or you're like, or you see some guys like getting a mount or something, and people will be yelling. He's got to fall down. What are you talking? Or you'll hear Joe Rogan flip out about it too. It's like someone, he took his back. He's got one hook in. And they'll stay there for a few minutes and trying to arm fight. And then the ref will be like, all right, stand up. Like once in a while. And Rogan will be like, that's ridiculous. Like that. And like he'll go on for like 2 minutes, like just pissed. It makes sense. It's hard to get those positions on people then.
Well, I think the referees really.
He's in a tough spot, that's for sure. So that's what you're going to say?
Well, they're a tough spot, but I don't find they have enough experience, really, especially around here.
Oh, around here, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true, too. Yeah, I don't know what the I don't know much about the refereeing.
Well, Barry, the only one I see frequently is Barry, and he does have a background and everything like that, but he doesn't do all the fights.
Right. Yeah, I'm sure it's a tough situation to be in.
It depends on your background, too. If your background is is stand-up, then you might, as a referee, feel is boring, and then you're like...
More action. That's a good point, too. Especially when you have these drunk idiots outside the cage. Stand up! Like, you might start listening.
Well,
I was thinking that, too. I'm going to stand them up.
Look at the Nova Kickboxing when...
You're going to talk about the Andrew Thomas fight?
I thought it was awesome.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Dude, so good.
Oh, man, you should see we were there.
When they were jumping on the thing yelling, like when he was doing the... I say belly to back suplex.
Oh, man. I was there. Well, I didn't give no shits. I was standing there and like Andrew come out and was fucking tagging, buddy.
Yeah,
and then all of a sudden, Andrew throws a kick and slips, slams on his ass, and buddy fucking soccer
punches him in the face.
Yes.
Like totally like illegal, and no matter what sport it was, MMA or anything.
Yes.
And then
referee said nothing.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? And then anyways, there's this table in front of me, and Andrew got up, and they started trading, and Andrew just fucking suplexed him. Like, that right after it happened, did you see that one? Like
the first one.
Yeah, the very first one that Andrew did.
Which one of the 7?
The very first one. But the table in front of us started losing. That's bullshit. Yeah, you shouldn't be able to do that. I was like, that's what you get for fucking kicking him in the face when he's down. The table was like, well, no, that's right. Like,
yeah,
it's like,
a good point.
Like,
awesome.
really? Like, you just soccer kicked him in the face and you're gonna get mad at him for fucking retaliating? Like, not saying he did retaliate, but like, fuck off. Like, so what? He wrestles through him. Like, but they were getting mad. Some of them, yeah. Some, like, there was this one table that's pissing me off. He's like, that's what this ain't Greco-Roman wrestling.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, it's Muay Thai. Like, know the sweeps.
Yeah,
like,
sweeps.
there are fucking
And Andrew's good at that.
takedowns in Muay Thai. Like, it's obviously not wrestling takedowns, but you can do fucking...
Yeah, no,
like,
100%. Yeah. Some of those were exactly that.
Yeah.
Do you guys watch wrestling at all?
Man, I used
I
to be
don't.
obsessed with it.
Do you know Eddie Guerrero?
Yeah.
Okay.
We
So
lie, we cheat, we steal.
okay, there we go. So I'm like, if you're not cheating, you're not winning. You're not trying.
Break the rules.
But no, I was like, I even told the guys there, I was like, if the referee ain't saying nothing, then I would keep on doing it. Like, if I hit somebody in the nuts, like, if I uppercut you ring the nuts, and the referee said nothing, I would like, okay, I can do it again.
Fuck, I've been on the receiving end of that though. That's fucking like, fuck.
I'm sorry to hear it.
This guy gets hit in the pills more times than anybody I've ever met.
Oh man, especially
Like in your fight?
In
Fighting
fights,
and
like
sparring.
when I fought Bernard, I got hit in the nuts 3 times. The ref didn't say anything the first 2. When I fought Hunter, I got hit in the nuts minimum twice. The third, like, one was so blatant, like I bent over and everything. He stops.
Oh, you pulled down your underarms
Like
too. For
he stops. He kicked me like square in the fucking nut. He stops. I'm bent over. The ref goes, "Look, no, keep going." So like in the video, you see me bent over, and then like I get back up and we touch gloves, but it was like either touch gloves or like he's coming at you. Like you see, he stops and he backs off, and the ref's like, "No, keep going." And then like you get it, so like I stand up and then literally within the minute of the fight, that's when the fight gets finished too.
Yeah, exactly. Right there.
Yeah, man, fuck. If I go sparring and if I make a sparring session without getting kicked in the nuts, it's
That's
a
a
good
good
day.
day.
Like,
100%.
I'm not even kidding, man.
It's
Like
true.
you like you.
No,
Anybody
I mean,
watching this? Anyone watching this is gonna like.
that
oh,
would
shit.
suck.
This guy doesn't get kicked in the nuts that many times. No, yeah, I fucking do. It's a joke. Like you go to Spitfire, man. Like seriously, like. This is where like I've had guys that are fucking like done karate and shit, like 2nd degree black belts or whatever, like
Pinpoint
fucking
accuracy.
pinpoint accuracy. Hit in the nuts. Like it's sparring. Like it does. I don't fucking understand it. And yeah, like it's just a joke now at Spitfire. Like, it happens so much that
How long you been there for?
Spitfire. Oh shit. A while now. I'd say.
Because they've been around for a while too, right?
Yeah, I've been with them for 6 years. I'd say 5-6 years.
Shit.
I was with them. We were in IFL. We had the Independent Fight League, like of fighters out of there
Okay.
back in the day, and then yeah.
That's the same time when he was talking about Sims, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're like 6 years old. That was about that time. I'm trying to think.
I trained with him for a week.
Yeah, mine did last long.
We both were managers of Sobe, so that's why I knew him.
Okay, yeah. Mine was when he was in Wedgwood Hall on Mountain Road.
No, when
That's where I was at. And then he went
Drive.
to Riverview. Okay, that one, yeah. That was probably even before that. That was probably
That was
before
why I had
Wedgwood,
the Piece of Delight, right? On Elm.
I'm talking about the one.
I
right
told
in
him to
front
go
of
fuck himself.
Glovedrop.
The week of the George St. Pierre and Koscheck, so that was 2010. So he was in Elm then.
Because I think I remember when, like, I never trained there, but I remember like when you.
Yeah, I went there.
You know Paul Harris? That's
Yeah.
right.
Yep.
He used to train there. That's what. Well, we all worked at Sobeys together. So
Okay.
yeah.
I know. I knew Paul. We'd trained together. He came over to Sago after Sims.
Paul did, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, the training, it's like environment and the people there too. Like, nothing against St. Peter or St. Grant, but like,
Oh,
man,
yeah.
Spitfire, that's the best part. Like, literally, you can be.
Well, they're not. Their gym's not even. They're gone, right?
What's that? Oh,
Like
the other ones?
Sago.
Yeah, no, they're
Yeah.
not.
Oh, Sago. Yeah, they're.
Yeah,
all-
no, I'm just saying,
Yeah,
like,
same.
training environment, period, is what.
Oh
Like,
yeah, no, like
if Spitfire wasn't Spitfire,
Spitfire is a
you know,
different
stuff.
level than
Yeah.
like, yeah, like Sago and well, I never went to Sims, but yeah, no, Spitfire, like legit, like Spitfire, like is that when I go up to Montreal, and like the Spitfire classes are just on par as when I go up there. Like when I go to Montreal, I usually just like I've got an instructor that I do privates with for my Muay Thai. I usually do just that. It's like I said, like class-wise, I'd say like I kind of prefer doing Muay Thai down here.
Okay.
For classes, and then like I said, when I'm up there, I'm with my instructor. We just do privates. But yeah, no, Tony Spitfire classes down here are on par for sure, man. He knows his stuff, and like the striking, it's new level. Like when I started out, when I was with Sago and stuff like that, like nothing against they got me to where I needed to be for that time. But when I switched over, started going to obviously TriStar, but then even like Spitfire, like see what real training is. And like,
Okay.
Yeah. Like Spitfire, like I said, hands down the best striking for. And I don't just say that because like I go there because of it. Like back when we had the IFL going before the ban, like man, we were winning all the time. Like all the time. Like obviously we'd have some fights where we'd lose, but like I was a champion. Chris Johnson was a champion. Amy Pitt was an amateur champion. Like
Issa Sek was winning fights too.
Issa Sek was wrecking people. Like we had before the ban happened, we had so much, like such a good roster of pro fighters. Like we still have a good roster at Spitfire, it's just not as deep anymore. And it's starting to like I'm the only guy that's left from the original crew.
So it's all new people.
Yeah, but like we got like killers like fucking Lucas and Mark and Andrew Thompson comes and trains with us. He's with Titans, but he's still
Lucas. So I got to train with him a little bit at Victory.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, he's a beast, eh?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, him and Mark are my main. Well, and Ryan too, but yeah, like they're my main training partners when I'm down here. Yeah, Mark Bear and Lucas come down here, and then now Andrew Thompson's been coming down to spar with us and stuff like that too. So
I was laughing because he was going on saying that he wanted to fight against Matt at 145.
Did you see? Okay, so what was that? Like that was gone before I could read it.
He called
no,
me.
it wasn't that. He at the fights. He
Oh,
said
you mean
that.
at the fight?
At the fight, he called.
Did you see the posts?
There was a post. Yeah, like yesterday, it was like there was some war words.
Andrew Thomas called him out or whatever, and then.
Do you really think he can make it 145?
Andrew Thomas.
Yeah.
Well, he fights at 155 sometimes, doesn't he?
I just don't think he can make 155. Like, no offense, like
55 or 45?
145. Sorry,
yeah.
I don't think he can make 145 because like he has that the black gene. Like he's fucking all ripped as it is. Like I don't think he.
Yeah,
You
he
think
is
he
ripped.
could
He's definitely
like healthy and be like I think it's stupid. I think that I don't know.
I don't know. Like
I don't know.
I don't know. Like,
weight-wise, but I know that I'm pretty sure he said fights at 55. And I don't know if that cut didn't kill him. I mean, maybe he could.
Yeah.
What do you think? I just think when he would call him Matt, I was like,
It's a smaller guy.
well, he just said Matt was never
But
going to
man,
155.
Yeah, he's not gonna.
With weight cuts though, like fuck, you can do crazy shit with cutting weight. So like I don't know how, but like
Everybody's body's different
He must
too,
think
right?
that he knows his body. So like,
How old is he though?
fuck, isn't that old?
No,
So he can have more fucking heart and brain.
yeah.
But no, I think if he says
Yeah.
I think if he says that he called him out, like I know what,
Like,
if I was gonna call someone out, I'd make sure I had the
Yeah.
calculations in my head.
Okay.
But like I said, that's just going by me. But
Yeah, because he called him out and I was like, it would be a fight. Holy shit.
I tell you, Andrew would be ripped like that. He's already ripped. Like
That's what I
crazy.
mean.
But
He's
yeah,
strong, dude. He's a strong guy. When you catch him on
But
the
that's the,
screen,
like-
I was shocked.
Who was the guy that used to fight at 155? Tebow. That walked around 195 and cut down to 155. Brazilian guy in the UFC.
Gleason.
Gleason, yeah.
Yeah, that guy's ripped too. Yeah, he monster. That's what Andrew probably be like.
That's what I mean. It'd be just like him.
Gleason, yeah. That dude's a beast.
Yeah, see?
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
And I just put him black.
Yeah, he's jacked, eh?
He fought at 155, walked around 195.
That's wild. That picture looks supposed to be pretty sad.
It does, but like that's crazy.
That is wild. Wow.
That's why, like, I'm just thinking about like, has anybody had any internal like failures and everything from trying to cut weight around here?
well, around here, no.
No way. But
I don't know.
yeah,
I think when you hear about those, like, I can't see, like I said, like I'll cut like 10 pounds water weight or something like that. There may have been one fight that I've cut like 13 or something, but I'm sure those guys that you're hearing that they're not
They're
doing.
going.
They're
That
not.
guy-
Yeah, they're not doing no 10-pound water cut. Like
That guy from Risen, they let him fight. They
Yeah,
hold him up
they
on
had
the
to hold him
scale.
up. He was like,
Yeah.
passing on the
And
scale.
he's out there fighting the next night. They're like, oh, dude.
Yeah, there's no like.
That guy didn't just cut 10
Yeah,
pounds.
people
of water.
don't like. I don't know. You're not dying from cutting 10 pounds of water. Like, it sucks.
Feel like you're dying.
Yeah, it
You feel
sucks.
like you're
but
It feels
You're
like,
like-
but you'll be able to walk.
yeah, like these people, they gotta be
you
cutting.
can mark
like
that.
crazy.
Eh?
Yeah.
That's when it all comes in, like, as what you said about Andrew, can he make it? Like, I think if he says he can, but that's the thing, like, everyone's different. Like, I could lose, let's say, like, this, speaking, not saying it's true, but let's say I could lose fucking 20 pounds, let's say. This is crazy, but let's say I could lose 20 pounds of water weight and be fine the next day, be able to recover. Totally fine. That's me. But then all of a sudden he goes and he cuts 11 pounds or 12 pounds and he's a fucking wreck. And everyone's body's different. Like how it holds water, how it, like, what your diet was before. Yeah, what your diet is, like,
that's a lot to do too, man.
Yeah, like how many carbs, like the week of the weigh-ins, like how many carbs you've ate, because that holds water and everything like that. So, like, even make it more realistic. I could cut 15 pounds and be fine. And like I said, he could be 11. Or even, I could, let's say I cut 15 and I'm fine. But then all of a sudden that 16 makes me fuck. Like, because like, there's such a thin line. Like, you don't know what your body's, like, some people, like I said, like,
it's your muscle ratio too, man. Like you just said, like,
yeah,
he's a diced up too. He's jacked, and there's, he's got a lot of muscle on. Yeah. If that was part of his thing, maybe, like, I don't even know what he does. Like, I don't know if he hits weights or if it's just body weight and strength conditioning. I don't know. But if he switched that and tweaked that too a little bit, maybe he went on just cardio. Like, maybe that's another to make up some more weight. You never know. I don't know. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he's just naturally built like that. But I'm sure that he does. I'm sure he works for it. So maybe change it. Like, for me, I'm always doing weights. It's always what I do. But not at all. I haven't touched weights since before your wedding, before Mexico. I haven't even picked up a dumbbell. There's no. I'm working on that. You know, my functional muscles and the strength conditioning, body exercises, cardio, and kickboxing. And my body is. I don't have that muscly look that I want, but I know that I can actually go and do rounds. Like, that muscly look, it does no good. Like the big shoulder and big arms. When we're sparring on the third round, I'm like, I'm just gonna take a breather.
Yeah,
the other morning we did like 12 to 15 straight. Like, we just rang them off, and me and him did like at least 7 or 8 of them. Like, after everybody left, and still, like, cardio wise, I'm still there.
Yep.
You know, even if I'm taking a beating, like, seriously. Like, at least that wouldn't be happening if I was just going and lifting things up and picking them up down, putting them down, and, you know, not doing cardio, not putting them to work. So I don't know. That has a lot to do with the way your body comes off too. Like I told him, I've been 185 before, and it looked a lot better than 185 now. Like, aesthetically, just looking at it.
Okay. Yeah.
But there's no way that I've been.
Well, that's the thing. Like, you can have
able.
so many, like, same with me. Like, when I fought at 170 or 175, but also you can have you could look one way one time at 170, and the next time maybe not so much. And, like, obviously, yeah, with UFC sometimes because of the juice and stuff. But it's not even just that. Like, one camp you could maybe, like, if I don't need to lose as much weight as quick, well, I can still do weights. Whereas, if you need to lose a lot of weight, well, fuck, you're gonna pound the cardio hard. So you're still going to get down to that 185, but you might not have that fucking full look as if you would have been if you were pounding the weights, like, on your...
Well, with your knee, you said you hurt your knee, you didn't do sprints, you didn't do cardio all the time?
Yeah.
You still made weight. I'm sure it was a different type of weight.
Different,
you weren't running like a mother, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it looked more like...
You had to get around through sparring, pushing hard, ruling rounds.
I looked more bulkier that fight because, like I said, like, I wasn't doing as much running, so, like, I had more of a bulky look than... I'm not saying I was fucking jacked or nothing, but I mean... Usually I'm more lean, or, like, in that fight I did have more size. But yeah, like I said, it all depends on what your training or, like, regiment, I guess, is for that camp.
Okay.
At least that's what I find with me. Like, there's been times, like my last fight at 170, I don't find that I looked as ripped as, or not ripped, as, like, filled and ripped as I did when I fought at 170. But my last fight, I wasn't doing weights as much. As the 2 times I fought, the first times when I fought at 170, like, I was blasting, like, I was training like 2 or 3 times a day, and one of them was always like, well, not always, I should say, like, when I was doing 3 times a day, at least one of them was weights. Whereas in the last time, I was training 2 or 3 times a day, but maybe doing half the amount of weights that I was before, because I really wanted to focus. I hadn't fought at 170 for like 3 years, so I wanted to get my weight down quicker to make sure that I could make it, so I didn't find that I looked as full. So that's then like. It all depends on your training regimen, I guess. For what I was kind of like getting to, and how you change it up. Like he was saying, if he wants to get down, maybe not. If he does weights, not do as much weights or the water cut. Like I said, I think that because there's been times I look at UFC and I'm just like, how the fuck did this guy make weight? Like there's no way in hell. So that's what I mean. Like weight cutting, man, it's such a science. Like some people can tweak that, and people can do things that you wouldn't even think were possible. Like
or when you meet them and you see some of these dudes and you're like, this dude fights it, and they're just like beasts.
Well, I'm 100% that Nova will put that if he can make it. I know that Nova Kickboxing will put
those are two big like
the main event for sure.
Yeah, well, fuck after his last fight too. Like, well, he made his debut for kickboxing at co-main, and like he's a wrestler. Yeah, and he fucking threw hand, like his hand, like he was fucking typical.
Yeah.
Even after Buddy Soccer kicked him, but like before Buddy Soccer kicked him, like I feel like maybe he didn't do it on purpose, but it was like it was like desperation. Like his hand was lighting him up at the start, like, and even at the end he was still laying hands with him.
That's the thing with the people that were saying, "Oh, it's all wrestling," and they're saying wrestling. You got to remember that even when they were standing up, Andrew was still landing. Like he was doing good shots.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it's not like he was holding on to dear life and getting wrestling moves because
Andrew won. Yeah,
he was
Andrew
lighting
won
him up,
the
closing
stand-up.
distance, clinching, sweeping, or there was a couple that people think were slams or whatever.
Oh no! The whole time that he was slamming, I was just thinking in my head, I was just chanting like Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
So every time he did it, I was like, "You suck!" Boom! It was awesome. Like it was really nice, quick. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I was like, "Fuck yeah!"
Oh yeah, me too, man. Me and Alderic and Pat were against the wall. We were bombing it. It was amazing.
Well, at
We were
first,
standing in the wrong corner though. We were supporting all night. We're in like the red corner. We're with the blue corner fighters. We didn't realize we were just by the wall. Like everybody's pissed and heckling, and Alderic's like getting ready to limit. What is this? Okay. But
no, it was good, nice fights.
yeah, it's a nice promote. I'm upset that I didn't get to fight for another reason. Is that it was actually really, it was a cool venue, man. When I first walked in, I'm like, this is pretty tiny. It's pretty small. But once that thing, people started getting in there. It was super classy with the bar in the open area where people were just like walking and ring, and it's kind of like felt like you were at like a friggin' like a fancy dinner party or something out there. But then no, there's a ring right there. People are throwing down. It's pretty cool.
Well, the back is like huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And on the water. And, it was cool. I seen that they had the taping thing like when the guys were getting ready to come out.
Yeah.
That was cool too. Like,
Yeah, they were.
good job emotionally.
Well, and that's why. Yeah, I'm not gonna go harp on the promotion, but it's like if you're gonna be videotaping, like they had it perfect.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
The only thing that sucked was the whole music thing, because
How did they do that? I didn't get to see. Did they?
they shut it down for like 3 days, and then they put like
Put
fake
something
music.
over
Yeah.
Oh, that works. So you got to do that. It's better than having the fighter come out to fake music and not getting the right mindset that he's been, harnessing through that song when he's training or whatever. It's better to do it that way. Put it over it afterwards. Or do what you said. Have a list of things so if I can find a song that he likes that is okay to use.
I guess it's all going to depend on the promotion of how much they really want to build a promotion for them. Like, if they want to make a lot of TV deals and a lot of things like that,
then you gotta
then
figure something out.
it would be more for the music thing, and it's to save in a promotion. They're trying to save the money rate because it costs a lot of money with the licensing and stuff.
That makes sense too.
So they're not UFC yet.
No.
Oh, hell yeah!
Sweetness.
Cool. I think I'm fucking ready for bed almost.
Amen.
Yeah.
You guys good?
Yeah.
Matt, anything you want to talk about?
No.
You're so fucking talkative over there.
Oh, I know.
Taking it all in.
Exactly. Just listen. You know what I mean? When you're like an outsider that doesn't know too much about anything, you don't really want to interject too much.
So we can just throw it under that Russian guy just fucking killing himself on TV.
That's crazy.
We can end it like.
That's insane.
Okay, well, we can end with that video being in the corner and we can say goodnight with him like killing himself. Boom! No, on the dark note. Okay, well, thank you so much, Ryan and Alderic.
Yeah, no, thanks for having us for sure, man.
Thanks for having us.
That's fucking fun.
Sure.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Cool. We're out. Till next time. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.